jumps at the wrong time, or once he jumps on the gazelle, he goes here, instead of doing, whatever a lion does.
Tracking him, taking his time.
Then it doesn't go all the way you want it to go. I really don't think that was a moment of excitement for Venezuela. I really do think it was picture perfect for him, and the perfect opponent, making the move that like that needs. He needs somebody that's for the type of fighter that he is. He needs people walking or treating for him.
Right.
Somebody that's coming back on him, especially with power of their own, pushing Venezuela back, and we'll see something different.
We got to see if he can fight going backwards.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we got to see if he can fight going backwards. 9 times out of 10, especially a kid that's getting early knockouts like this. Fall in love with your power. Forget about the fundamentals, especially if you're not working. You end up in the ring with somebody that's got experience, somebody that knows how to survive, somebody that can fight themselves, and you're in for a long run.
Do you think what you saw, do you get the hunch that he can get there with the Davis, Ryan Garcia, with Devin Haney, Cambosis? Can he get there, Rayo Valenzuela?
Yeah. He can get there because of what he's done already. You get the knockouts the way that he's getting them, if you're performing the way that everybody's expecting you to perform. We're just going to keep pushing you up and keep giving you the spotlight. It's on the card of the pay-per-view portion
right.
of tonight. So it says a lot about what the matchmakers feel about him, what the promoters feel about him so far. So yeah, he'll be right there where those guys see it and all that.
It's a good sign when you fight on paper your best opponent to date and have your easiest fight to date.
Yeah.
That's
one thing, statistics and numbers don't always
add up to what it's supposed to be. Yeah. I mean, that was a guy who was really worn, but still.
However, that's what you're supposed to do with it.
Exactly.
And I think that promoters and matchmakers and things like that, they know that 9 times out of 10. We tell everybody that this is a former world champion. We tell everybody that this is an Olympian. This young guy, we're not going to watching him knock out everybody says, okay, yeah, he is the real deal.
Yeah, that's what the great ones do when they're on. Yeah, Isak Cruz, and he kind of took us by surprise at your house when we watched him fight Gervonta. We were all thinking knockout for Tank, and
I thought it was gonna be. Isak, right here where he's at right now. He's the type of fighter that when he's a draw, he's in it for the thrill. He's in it to win it.
He had no intimidation to Gervonta. None. He wasn't.
It's just that's he is. He is this type of fighter. Smile right.
Look at the smile. Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't matter that it's tonight, Gamboa. Pretty sure we saw the same smile before we got ready to take.
Right. Isak Cruz coming off that very close competitive fight. He at least won 4 or 5 rounds that night. It was a good fight. Definitely. I was impressed with how tight he keeps everything. Hands up. Good. Actually, some good hand speed. Popping both hands. But I think he's very fundamentally sound.
Yeah, we speak about Tank.
Right. Well, he said he got it because he got a big head, and he said he got it because he's got a big head on a little body, which. But
to my point, if you look at Isak Cruz, he has the type of body that's built to be really tight.
Right.
Strong. He fights very powerful. And then also on the other side of that, the jab, the basics, tracking the guy, that explosive ability with the back flip, quickness with the feet to get to a guy.
He got.
He lost to Team Davis. He's one of those guys where I would say that loses right off.
No, his stock went up in a loss. He got. No, he's a player now, and people want to see that Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia called him out yesterday, and Cruz, of course, said he'll take that fight. So the hard part for him tonight, Shawn, is Gamboa has been really good at surviving, at going 12 rounds. He's still strong. Not nowhere near the speed he once had, but Gamboa with 50% speed is still kind of quick. It's still quick.
Looking Gamboa.
Well, unlike Tank and Haney, there's not as much shiftiness and agility coming his way. So maybe this is a style, Isaac Cruz, who likes to come forward with his hands up. Maybe he could take some advantages of that high guard defense that wasn't there with the athleticism of Tank and Haney. But that said, I just don't. He just seems like a veteran at the latter stages of his career who's got enough tricks, enough savvy to not get hurt in there and to go 12. So I know Cruz yesterday said he thinks that is what he's going to do. He thinks it's going to be a difficult fight because he'll have to be cutting the ring off all night. Not a whole lot of exchanges. And Gamboa will, and I mean this almost complimentary, can stink his way through a round. Make you miss, shift his shoulders, walk around, and then boom, just get, one shot. Yeah, stink his way through a round a little bit. Or con his way through a round. Is what they con his way through a round. Yeah.
He weighed in at 134 1/4 pounds with a record of 30 wins, 4 losses. He has 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the acclaimed former unified champion of the world, known as El Ciclón de Guantánamo, introducing Yordenis Ugas. And his opponent across the ring.
And at almost 40, I think he may be 40. Those legs might not give him the space he needs still. Right. But he's got some resiliency, getting through 12 rounds with Tank on a bad Achilles. He's resourceful when he wants to be. But
ladies and gentlemen, here's the exciting former world title challenger and the current WBO and WBC.
Yep, Isaac Cruz getting his introduction here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We got the champ Shawn Porter with us. Really blessed to have him on the podcast or on the round by round tonight. No one knows these two fighters in the main event better than Shawn. So I'll be doing a lot of Jason Kidd alley-oops to Shawn to get his analysis tonight.
Guerreros, hablamos de los reglas. Talk about the rules of the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. If I say stop,
I almost called him Chavez Gambino.
Yeah, Chavez Gambino. He's like.
Gamboa, of course, right here. East side. I'm rebranding this kid right here.
Beautiful.
Somebody tried to call you B-side the other day. I said, no, man.
They told me. B-side. They told me. They actually went up to me and told me.
B-side now. He said, no, man, he's always B-side. That's messed up.
I'm gonna run with A-side. Thank you. I'm gonna take that.
A-side.
I'm gonna take that. Let's do it.
Here we go, man.
Let's go. Here we go.
Let's find our way through this.
Yeah.
Bang it out,
Absolutely. Let's find out the chemistry here for this co-main event. I like to kind of call that this punch landed, that punch landed, and so yeah, round one. Gamboa is going to be expected to use his feet here, and Cruz be the aggressor. Cruz already missed it with a left hook there. Good right hand by Cruz and a left hook, and Gamboa is hurt immediately. A left hook did it. You can hear the crowd.
That right there is why I like Isaac Cruz. You see, even though he was grabbed, he kept punching. Another big hook right there.
That's something you used to do, punch in the clinch, right? No matter what they did to hold you. Gamboa's got to be careful. He doesn't, like Diego Magdaleno a year and a half ago. Cruz knocked him out in one round.
Yeah.
But Gamboa was shook up good from that left hook.
This is what I was saying before the fight started. Isak's not really going to give him the space that he needs.
Shawn called that one. No space for Gamboa early.
You see, here's his downfall. His downfall is look from the outside, that far away, you shouldn't be throwing that punch. You need a jab to get close so that you can find a range for them.
There's the left hook there again for Gamboa. Gamboa spins his way out of it. Gamboa's legs not there after that left hooks yet. Right hand to the body by Cruz. Nice left hook there by Gamboa, but he eats a right hand right after it. Cruz is throwing bombs, living up to his name of Little Mike Mexican Tyson in round 1.
Gamboa's strong. He's grabbing him and stopping him.
Well, he still has that strength.
Yeah.
You could see that against Haney and Davis, but
still a lot of strength there from Gamboa.
Slipping some shots, pulling his chin straight back, but getting away from it.
Yeah, the roll is good, and then the step around is good, but then guess what? He's right there on the end of the shots. That's where Isaac Cruz needs him to be.
How do you not be there at the end of that shot? Do you duck your head off the line, or what do you?
Well, like right here, when you turn punch, it's not turn and then walk straight back. It's turn and punch because your guy is coming, he's trailing you. You know what I mean? So if I'm in Gamboa's corner, I'm telling him, hey, when you turn, throw a double jab in the right hand, throw a 1-2, and Isaac Cruz is going to walk right into it.
But, you know, it gets harder for these fighters when they get older to pull the trigger. Right. Gamboa used to be a guy who put 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punches together, and not anymore. Right hand for Cruz, kind of on the shoulder. Crowd loving Cruz in the first round, giving them the bombs they want to see.
Yeah, big first round for Cruz.
Big first round.
And I was going to say that too about when Cruz fought again.
Another right hand for Cruz when he misses the second one.
Cruz fought Tank Davis.
That's it for round 1.
The fact that he was going at Tank.
Yeah.
Throwing those big bombs. Even though he was missing, I think it got people up off of their seats wondering what would happen if one landed. And, you know, even in losing that fight, I still think that a lot of fans that were gained that night for multiple reasons. His punch output, his punch selection, you know, just throwing bombs just like he's doing right here against Gamboa. He's got to put the jab together first before releasing those hooks.
I'm impressed with Cruz's demeanor and calm and composure at this stage, because when he fought Davis, he had never fought in a main event or anything, and he was totally comfortable at that stage, and he's comfortable tonight. So, here's the replay on the left.
He comes back with the
Let's see. Right hand, boom, also hurt Gamboa right on the chin, with his chin up and pulling out. But Gamboa showing some whiskers there.
Anybody that's saying he wasn't even looking when he threw that punch, look at what Gamboa's doing. He's pulling straight back. He pulled it back into the line of fire. So you don't always have to be looking to land the punch. If you know somebody's going to be exactly where you expect them to be,
ask Antonio Tarver against Roy Jones. There we go. Gamboa gets.
To even defend himself, he's got to let his hands go.
Right, and he did there and got off a little bit.
You talked about that earlier.
Yeah, the offense is defense. And
I wouldn't categorize Gamboa as a guy that, you know, his specialty was using his offense for defense. But in this fight, it's got to be that right there, using your legs, or it's got to be number 2, using your offense, using your hands.
Cruz staying on top of Gamboa here. No, so you're doing great. Yeah, it feels good. I hope you guys are enjoying it at home. Cruz center ring here. Cruz definitely ahead in this round right now. Gamboa some getting away from some shots there, but Cruz dropping a right to the midsection. Gamboa clinching. Ref breaks them apart. Goes. Little hook there by Gamboa, but Cruz keeps them hands up. Catch it on the gloves.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the most consistent punch for Gamboa tonight. It's a check hook right there, and then that's going to be his lead off. It's also his exit strategy. First round, we saw him dipping down. This round, he understands I got to throw in order for me to survive. So I think it's going to be more so the check hook trying to step around.
But he's got to let it go. There it was. Let the hook in there, but Cruz quick with 2 punches back. Gamboa making him hit a lot of air right here.
Talk all the time about the fundamentals of boxing.
Good body shot.
Fundamentals with rolling defense right there from Cruz. But Cruz needs to learn how to step when he punches. punch that he throws, he's either lunging with one.
Good hook to the body.
To somebody with a double jab or a straight 1-2 because he doesn't punch when he steps. Great body shots right there.
Just missed with a left hook up top. Staying on top of Gamboa. Gamboa doing a decent job this round, making him hit air up top a lot, Cruz. But definitely not doing enough to win the round.
They say some fighters need a round or two to get warmed up.
Right.
Gamboa needed the first round.
Oh, good left hook by Cruz. Down goes Gamboa. Cruz worked the body, then came up top with a left hook after working the body. That's the first knockdown of the fight. And that probably is why Gamboa is more insistent on moving and trying to get through rounds, because when he stood there and exchanged, he got dropped by the younger, fresher guy.
That's going to be the hard part for Gamboa tonight, because Cruz punches a combination. So it's going to be hard for him to find a moment to get off, because it's going to be 2, 3, 4.
He doesn't stop coming. Yeah.
So that's going to make the fight very hard.
And he has great stamina, Cruz. He didn't get tired against Tank. Here's a replay. Right hand to the body and a left hook up top. Another right hand to the body and then a left hook and a right hand. 5-punch combination there by Isaac Cruz.
So my point of him being a combination puncher.
That's your point.
Was you see Gamboa pulling him straight back and turning with his hands down. You cannot turn right in front of a guy with your hands down.
Well,
and furthermore, you got to be ready to punch.
Well, in his prime, his athleticism let him get away with stuff like that. But right? Isn't that something he could have got away with at 28, 29? But down he goes again. Down goes Gamboa in the first 5 seconds here in the third round. Looked to be another left hook for Isaac Cruz. Right uppercut, Cruz punching in combination. Gamboa trying to hold on. Cruz still going, winging right hands. Gamboa slipping them. Cruz with an uppercut inside. Gamboa clinches now.
Let's get to the corner. You've been here before. You've seen this before. How long are you going to let your fighter do this?
Good body shots there from Isaac Cruz. Cruz showing no respect to the older man. Good left hand to the body by Cruz. Gamboa now lets a couple jabs out there trying to keep him off, but he eats a right hand to the body and tackles Cruz to the ground. Nice takedown. Nice takedown by Gamboa. All right, ref bringing them together, giving them a couple warnings apiece. All right, here we go. Again, Gamboa has been down twice already in the first 3 rounds. Right uppercut gets it for Cruz, yep. He's giving me a lot of action to call right now in the third is Cruz. Oh, Gamboa just missed with a right hand right there. Cruz looks like he could take a shot, though. So even if it would have landed, maybe he would have just ate it.
Yeah. You know how they say don't hook it.
Right.
Same thing for that overhand. It doesn't matter who you are. You don't want to get caught trying to overhand somebody else is throwing an overhand.
That's what happened to Richard Comey with Teofimo Lopez a couple years ago, right? Yeah. All right, Gamboa clinching. Crowd a little amused by it. Oh, yeah. Clinching again. Gamboa in the clinch. He could get warned for this at some point.
Now, this, look at the ref. His mouth has been closed this entire fight. He ain't telling nobody nothing. He's just going to break it and let them pick up. This isn't the kind of ref that's going to step in. He's going to control the fight from this point of view, but he ain't going to say anything.
That's what you're reading from him. A little right hand there by Gamboa, but Cruz right on top of him. Been on the front foot all night long from the opening bell.
Isaac Cruz, I will tell him not to slow down. Keep pushing forward. Catch this guy and get him out of there. you can tell that the punches you've landed on Gamboa are putting him down. Be a little more strategical with your punch selection. And in the moments like that, just keep going. Yeah, I believe the ref can do a little better.
With the clinching? Well, another clinch by Gamboa. Yeah.
With the season left.
Well, he's, like I said, he's resourceful to get through rounds still. He ain't going to do much to win them anymore.
Coach him to fight, coach him to survive, give you one more round. If I see you go down this round, I'm throwing in the towel, you know what I mean? What's going on in the corner of Gamboa? Is it about protecting the fighter at all, or is it just about being in there because this is a boxing match, this is what we do, we're going to do this until it's over?
Right.
Understand protecting the fighter. Not just because this is boxing, this is what we do. We go out there every round and do it until you get out.
Well, that's the tough part when it looks like a guy's really outgunned. Is earlier you tell him to punch off the angle, but then if you tell him that, he gets caught in exchanges and gets stopped. But if he doesn't punch off that angle, he dies the slow death. So you start running into a tough spot, which,
Should you be there anymore?
Probably not. And Gamboa hurt early in the fourth by a right hand. Cruz punching right in the clinch, not letting Gamboa. Yep.
If you're Cruz's corner, tell him to keep going.
Good left hook. Beautiful combinations by Cruz to start the fourth. Hooks with both hands to the body and to the head. When I watch Gamboa, I just think of a guy that really relied on his gifts. And then once those started to go away, the fundamentals and stuff like that weren't really there. But in his prime, maybe one of the greatest talents I've seen in terms of just talent. Like Joan Guzman.
But you can't do what you used to do. You should start figuring out what else can I do in life. If I don't figure something else out, I won't be able to do anything in life. I'm trying to do this. And it's no disrespect to Gamboa, but when it's 1-2 and then the step back and the walking, and you just can't compete the way you used to. It's to just move on.
This could be it. Let's see.
This really could be the round because he's on the ropes more. There you go. Get off.
Yeah, Cruz jumping up and down in that clinch there.
Yeah.
Oh, big right hand by Cruz, just missed. Gamboa moving to his left, clinches again, spins Cruz around, and that's basically been the game plan so far tonight for Gamboa. Turn him, clinch him.
Wait for him to slow down.
Right.
Because they're thinking that eventually he's going to slow down and make it through.
Right. All right, Gamboa here. Letting shots out is Gamboa in the center of the ring, but nothing really on them. Not committing to any of those shots is Gamboa. Not a lot of steam on those punches just now. Gamboa in the corner, but slides out of there. Big left hook for Cruz. Down goes Gamboa on a huge left hook by Isak Cruz. Huge left hook. There's really no point in letting this fight continue, Shawn.
He gets right up, which signifies, hey, he's okay. But yeah, it's going to happen again.
And this ref lets it continue. It's been 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds. Gamboa getting hit. You called that. Gamboa with pity pat kind of punches. Cruz with absolute bombs coming back his way. To the body, to the head. Gamboa hit with a right hand near the bell. He makes it through the round. But is there any point in letting him continue to fight?
I got to say this, like the ref should be walking over there right now.
To take a look at him.
Take a look at him and tell the hey, this is what I feel.
Well, now he is. But no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know that ref, but I've read the ref. He's going over there now.
Here's the replay. We'll take a look at this replay here again up on the big screen in Dallas. Big left hook, money left hook, the kind of left hook you must I want to get him with this perfect shot. He got the perfect shot.
Yeah, that's the thing you feel in the fist.
In the fist. Woo!
And you think that...
What KP say? Put some knuckles on them punches? Yeah. Did they stop the fight? No. They are not stopping this fight. It's been 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds. Gamboa hasn't landed anything significant.
I saw the ref go over to the corner. It didn't look like the kind of conversation that I would have expected to then have been a conversation over.
Well, Shawn, this commission has a bad reputation and always has. The Texas Athletic Commission.
Is that what they say about down here? They let you
yes.
fight, right? That's what they say?
There's always been questions with the officials here in Texas. There's been a lot of shady stuff happens in boxing everywhere, but in Texas it seems to happen often. But good right hand by Cruz. Yep. Another right hand by Cruz. Right on the chin. Gamboa's trying to stand in there now and exchange, but I don't see a whole lot on his shots. Oh, and Cruz.
Show me something or I'm stopping it.
Well, Gamboa is trying to show something, but I don't see a whole lot in the tank right now.
I'm trying to see my chin. I'm sorry, but I can't. It doesn't work out for me. I think you're used to it because I can see you really look up.
Yeah, I train my eyes. I force them.
I can tell, like, you're ready for it.
Gamboa. Nice right uppercut there by Cruz. Gamboa tying up again. Gamboa just totally outgunned, just over the hill. Another left hook, right hand. Down goes Gamboa. And finally, that is it. A left hook, right hook. Perfect 2-piece for Isaac Cruz. Got everything on it on both shots. Took a couple of home run swings and got both of them. 4 knockdowns in 5 rounds. Great performance by Isaac Cruz. Carson, I don't know what you were thinking. I love you, bro. I love you, Carson. I love you, Carson. But I
was just about to say that. Hey, Carson, you got what you wanted.
Carson says Albareo's Italian. I don't believe it. That's a Cuban middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves he's gonna pick a Cuban no matter what.
That's Carson said that Cruz got popcorn. I'm responsible for it tonight.
Got
Big fight, big win.
Great win. Great performance. Great performance. Great performance. Not a great win.
Was any less than anybody in this crowd expected when they saw him walk into the ring? We got everything that they expected from this side.
I give him the A.
100%.
Yeah.
How could you not give what? Let me slow down.
You wanted the jab.
The performance is an A.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I give him an A for his performance.
But you want to see the jab.
For what he's capable of doing. But, yeah, you gotta get this kid some fundamentals. Learn how to step when you punch. Learn how to throw the jab. The jab sets everything else up. Against
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Against Tank Davis, he was very predictable. But what did we see tonight? We saw left hook, right hook. Left hook, overhand right. That's what we saw all night. And then, of course, the occasional uppercuts as well. It's not hard to figure out what a fighter like that is going to do. A guy like...
Gamboa.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like a guy like
Haney or...
Tank, but a guy like Haney.
Yeah.
Lopez.
Cambosos.
All those kind of guys. You prepare for what he's going to do. You're ready for it. And you outpunch this guy. And you beat him to the punch. And you make a miss. You know what I mean?
What about a fight with him and Ryan Garcia?
I think it's a
good fight.
I think that's a great fight. I think that is classic styles. Make fights type of fights.
Short guy, tall guy. Yeah.
Boxer with the speed from the outside. The explosive short guy with the power that can get to the inside. Yeah, you got a classic boxing match right there.
Right. And
that's a fight right there where whoever can implement their style and make it work from that night, that's who wins the fight.
Well, you were usually the short guy when you fought, but isn't it? It can be frustrating fighting a short guy, can it? A short guy who knows how to be compact. Like you wind up overshooting your shots over and over. Yeah, and they.
If you're not used to fighting a guy that small, that short, and you're not used to throwing your punches down. You're not used to stepping the way that you need to and changing the trajectory of your punches. Against a short guy like Isak Cruz, it could be a nightmare for you.
Right.
Especially for a guy that's gifted and athletic. So athletically gifted as
Ryan
Garcia.
I hope we see that fight next. I mean, PBC, DAZN, but I would love to see that fight.
You said Ryan called him out last night?
He called him out yesterday.
Speak too soon?
Did he speak too soon?
Did he speak too soon?
It's a good fight. I like it better than the Jojo Diaz fight.
Let me ask you this. If he was going to, he tweeted it?
He tweeted it. And Cruz responded.
I'm asking you though.
Yeah.
If he was going to tweet this, and he had not tweeted it prior to this fight, do you think he would still tweet it right now? When he tweeted, do you think he would tweet it right now after what we just saw?
Yeah.
You think he would?
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
That's the fight.
Talking and doing are two different things. But yeah, no, I think he'd say the same thing. When you're as fast and punch as hard as he is, you feel like you could put something together to beat anybody, probably, you know. But
ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 32 seconds in round number.
Man, thank you guys for keeping it locked in on Porterway and FightHype.com. Let's see what you guys might be saying in the chat.
By way of technical knockout, he is now the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion, Isak.
And he's a cool little dude. I was talking to him in the lobby yesterday. He's a humble, blue collar type fighter, but wants to smoke.
Yeah.
Some fighters from Mexico, they go, oh, hey, I'm working very hard. It's going to be a very good fight. He'll step out and talk his shit a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This era.
Isak, congratulations on this victory here this evening.
You're going to get some fights. Yeah.
The very first round, almost the first fight you established yourself. What gave you the confidence?
Who's? Oh, yeah. That's not big.
Porque quería ser campeón intercontinental de la OMB y dejar una gran sensación aquí en Dallas y llevarme el corazón de toda la gente de Dallas.
I want to, because I'm a champion.
Yeah.
And I want to be the Intercontinental Champion.
And now asking about the question. The question was he established himself very quickly.
They're going to ask about a rematch with Tank.
What gave him that confidence?
Or not. See, I wish sometimes the politics weren't. I always wish the politics weren't involved because Jim Gray could ask him about Ryan Garcia, but. Oh yeah, by Sean Gibbons.
I'm one of the best fighters here in the lightweight division.
He knocked him down in the second, third, fourth, and fifth round. Let's take a look at the end of the fight and please describe to us from your vantage point.
Looks like we're gonna go through all 4 knockdowns here. So let's count it. Knockdown 1, beautiful left hook by Isak Cruz, followed by that's the knockout. A perfect 2-piece. He had his Lennox Lewis Hasim Rahman perfect 2-piece knockout.
Give a spectacle here in Dallas.
You know you gained so many fans when you fought Tank Davis.
Although Gamboa, to his credit, he's still on his feet when the fight was stopped. But
has that given you to have performed that well in that fight, given your injury?
Let's see what chat might be asking me.
Sorry, that was Gamboa. Pardon me.
Ryan.
Pardon me.
They're going crazy. They're going crazy on the chat. They're like going crazy. Yeah. They got.
You over there messing with 4K. 140.
Oh shit. Let's send some of y'all over there. Even like that.
He has to wait his turn.
Got.
When he wants to fight with me and we're going to both get it on.
Again, Shawn Porter, the Porterweight podcast. Every Sunday, episodes come out Tuesday. We're really privileged to have Shawn even join us for this.
For everybody.
But really, you were on point with your analysis this whole fight.
Had a little moment right there yourself. I was like,
yeah, man. This is Lampley and Roy right here. Okay, this is Jim Lampley and Roy Jones right here. Okay, so we got. As long as I'm either one, I'm good.
Tell you people, man, turn down Showtime, turn up Showtime.
Ooh.
Podcast also on
FightHype. Yes, sir.
.com?
FightHype.com. Yep.
I promise y'all, I don't care where the music is. They come right here on the podcast. If they go to FightHype, I just want y'all to hear us tonight.
Yeah.
I wanted to be ringside doing this tonight. I wasn't afforded that opportunity, so I said, you know what? We sit right here with my guys. We're gonna make it happen.
I am blessed. Just call to action. Give Shawn some nice setups. That's my job tonight, folks. Thanks for joining us. Let me take a look at the chat, see what anybody's talking about. I'm there. Great live stream. Appreciate you guys, man. Spence by TKO. Don't need Larry Merchant. I love Larry. Went inside PBC, and he had that whole thing about Wilder. And you and Kate Abdo were with him. Yeah.
That was Larry Merchant.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Larry came on with you and Kate and delivered his message about Wilder and the last great American heavyweight, and but yeah, he's a poet. Whether you agree with him or not, I didn't know towards the end especially, but I love Larry. He was wrong about Floyd. He wasn't always right, but the man was a poet and was great. So now, guys, we're just killing a little downtime in between co-main and main event. Take a look at the crowd. I think we're expecting 35,000 tonight here in Dallas. So Errol Spence can draw. Not quite the crowd with Mikey. Mikey Garcia was about 47,500 people. Tonight it's closer to 35 to 40. But again, that night he was facing a Mexican-American fighter. We're in Texas. Those fighters from that demographic, they sell a ton of tickets in California and Texas. Tonight he's fighting a Cuban and still drew over 30,000 people.
If it was ever a night, we will find out whether or not like you said, Mexican Latino fighter
that helps sell tickets.
Yeah.
No. Although if Ugas can win tonight, I suspect he will become the first Cuban ticket seller in America. I do. If he can win tonight, I think that he'll be the first guy to get that real support in America. Yeah.
Never has really been one.
No, nobody that can really sell tickets. We have some good fighters, but nobody that can move the needle. Ugas wins tonight. He's gonna be able to headline as the A side. Maybe not 35,000 people, but he wins tonight. He'll be able to carry his own show.
Well, Ugas wins tonight. We get Crawford versus Ugas.
Who he beat in the amateurs.
Still online?
Yeah. So, technical.
Selling that the ambiance of this is the fighter that beat Spence.
Right.
Fighting Crawford, selling the fight, or is it we want to see Ugas? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I just think too, because of how kind of political he's been in the lead up to this fight. And maybe people that don't give a shit about boxing in Cuba will support him because of his political stances. I know there's people, that support various athletes who don't actually really watch the sport, but they like what they do, what LeBron James does off the court, or they agree with Kyrie Irving, or they.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what he hopes for. He hopes for it to be, of course, to change that.
I think he wants that as much or more than the title tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
they go hand in hand.
Yeah. All of it. You want it all.
Yeah, I think they go hand in hand. I think that liberty for his
well, here in the media, we build narratives, even if they're, sometimes we say what sounds good. So it's all about the political stuff. He wants that more than the belts. We're gonna no, but you're right. It's all of it. Something. Well, I'll reiterate my prediction. I think Ugas is going to do very well in a number of rounds, but I think Spence drops him but doesn't stop him, and I think in a few rounds Ugas is going to let a round get away from him because he loves to stay in front. So for the first 2 minutes he's crafty, he's touching Errol, but then all of a sudden Errol comes with the power and is able to knock him off balance, stun him a little bit, and that's going to cost him rounds that he may already be winning because he likes to stay in front of you all night.
I thought that Ugas exemplified a level of patience that I don't know how many people were able to see, but there was a level of patience he had against Pacquiao that proved to be very fruitful for him. Having that same amount of patience, if not more, against Errol Spence Jr., that helped him win this fight.
Can you be that patient and win rounds in Texas being that patient?
Well, let me say it a different way because it's not. His patience wasn't not to throw punches. I mean, he threw punches against Manny. It was almost like he threw at the right time, at the perfect times against Manny Pacquiao. And what I'm saying against Ugas, what I'm saying against Errol Spence is the timing that you need against Spence. Is Spence going to give you that time?
Yeah. Oh well. Pacquiao was always tough with his in and out rhythm, but at 42, I thought he did at times in the first half of the fight. He slowed down in the second half. No, not enough. But I thought what Errol said about Pacquiao was like Ray Leonard when Terry Norris fought him, or Ali when Larry. I thought Pacquiao had a lot more in the tank. I don't think he beat an old Pacquiao. Definitely nowhere near a prime Pacquiao, but I don't think he beat a shot Pacquiao.
I would even say he beat an aged Pacquiao.
Yeah, not shot.
I think age is different.
He wasn't shot like Gamboa was tonight.
Yeah.
Wasn't shot.
No.
He still has. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that they were prepared for Ugas to not be mobile and to kind of be right there for Manny. I think that it was a surprise in the first couple of rounds. And Manny.
It's surprise. The fight at T-Mobile, I'm saying this guy Ugas puts a lot of weight on that front foot, isn't he? Isn't he gonna foot and not be able to when Manny runs his combinations? But he got away from it all night.
You're right.
Here comes some of the Cuban flags coming towards the ring now. Ugas probably set to make his ring walk very soon. Obviously, he'll be coming out first. Did you like coming out first? Or Shawn taking care of some technical stuff? Spence, bet $1,500 on Ugas. My man, if you win this bet, you're walking home with what? $7,500? Ugas. Team Benavidez, I want Spence but don't. Ugas for the upset. Ugas not winning, guys. Yeah, man. Hey. Part of them in the ring. Cuban flag starting to wave around, and main event time is coming.
Welterweight champion of the world. It's time for.
You guys could hear Jimmy Lennon.
This guy's been playing with me. He's not somebody that I can just walk over. He's somebody that see him out. So I'm trying.
Ugas extremely locked in for this fight. We're seeing a montage play in the lead up to this fight. Highlights of Ugas beating Pacquiao. Had great timing, able to time Pacquiao coming in a number of times and him pulling out a number of times in that fight. Ugas brings a lot of subtle skill in there. Very subtle, right? Subtle. Little half steps, little adjustments on the punch, on the trajectory of the shots, and doesn't always jump out, you know, like a boots tennis, you know, but subtle skill can be just as good or better than the flashy stuff sometimes. Yeah.
You always, you've been in the Porter forever.
You know, I got to get a coach.
Nothing but basics.
Yeah.
You never see me doing anything with my hands down. Something like that. I mean, we're all on the basics. The basics will get you in the ring, and out of the ring safely, and to get you in the ring, and out of the ring with some success. I always tell people the other stuff, like the feinting that you see, and the hands down, and the juggling and all that, sometimes it's for show. Sometimes it's to set some other things up. But at the end of the day, when you can't juggle your hands and you can't put them down or anything like that, you can still throw a straight jab. You can still throw a straight 1-2. You can still throw a pinpoint accurate hook. It's all basics. Basics. You can't do something.
And Spence is as good as that at anybody right now, right? Yeah. The basics.
And now making his way to the ring.
Although, Shawn, when you felt good, every now and then, you would let the left hand, you get your bounce, and you would let the left hand go to the waist a little bit.
My dad never
And throw that up jab.
Yeah, my dad never let me have my hands down when I fought, but when I got older, I found out what made me comfortable.
Right. Here comes Ugas now to the ring, smiling, big smile. Almost looks like he got a red wig on. That's just a part of the robe. 54 Milagros, Patria y Vida on the robe of Yordenis Ugas has been his statement this whole fight. Means patriotism and life. Definitely a statement against the government back home in Cuba. That's been very important for him in the lead up of this fight. Here he comes down to the ring. Was an underdog against Pacquiao. Big underdog tonight. He beat Crawford in the amateurs, won the bronze. Has had a great career comeback. Great fight with Shawn. Great fight with Pacquiao. And here he is now. After that fight, which you won, did you say to yourself, this guy's a better fighter than I thought he was, or was he what you thought he was? With Ugas, to yourself after the fight.
I promise you, after the fight, I said, because it was such a thing of him beating me, we just did not feel that way. I said, F it, put me back in the ring where I'm going to knock him out. That was really what I thought.
Right.
I did not think that he was better than I expected or anything like that. I really didn't buy into Ugas as a champion until he beat Manny. I just saw. I learned, this is what I told you the other day, I learned that the stub upset, that you can't fight one way for 12 rounds and beat everybody. And I feel like he learned the same lesson when he fought me at the now Home Depot. I think it's Home Depot.
It's the Dignity Health Center.
He learned that same lesson against me. You saw he never fought anybody the same way for 12 rounds consecutively. He's always been making adjustments, fighting better. I'm saying that he improved because of me. I think he just learned a lesson at the worst time, the same way that I did, the exact same way.
Well, God really shined upon him, giving him that Pacquiao opportunity. Yeah, because that fell right in his lap.
It was the perfect opportunity.
This song, along with two other songs, he has played every day on repeat, 3 songs in a row every day for this camp.
I've been there before.
Really?
Every single day, I get through camp. Because it was the only song that I needed to get
Champion. Errol Errol Spence adorned in yellow, pink, and black with blue lettering, sequins, blue lettering across. What is that, gator skin on the robe, Shawn? I know you know about gator skin. See, I don't know about the gator skin, but you know about the gator skin. Okay, I thought you did.
And now making his way to the ring, boxing's pride of Dallas, the current.
Now that's all neutrality. It's just when a good song comes on, you gotta, just a little something. Here comes Spence now, unified WBC IBF champ, 4-1 favorite tonight in his hometown. The Big Fish, as he likes to call himself. The Truth, man down, strap season. The Big Fish coming to the ring. Beat both Garcias in this arena. Now he fights Ugas for what was originally the 3 belts that made you undisputed up until the WBO took hold about 20 years ago in the early 2000s. But trying to get the 3 belts, trying to be the first guy to have these 3 belts since Zab Judah. That was 17 years ago in St. Louis. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you got. Well, before, these were the 3 belts that made you undisputed. And then the WBO 20 years ago became that 4th belt. Right. You know who this is? Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it now. I always love coming here to cover a fight. This is one of the best places to cover a fight. To watch a fight, but yeah, this arena is awesome to cover a fight at. Texas in general is great.
It's filled up tonight too.
Yeah, more. It was supposed to be 35,000 about, and that looks like about what we got, about 35,000. Not bad.
For me, this is what boxing is about.
Yes.
Fill them up, man. Give them what they want.
You wouldn't happen to know the musician, would you? You know the rapper or no? I don't either. But hey, this shit bangs a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Huh? I don't think so. Yeah, it was. This song bangs a little bit, Shawn. We're having fun ringside, ready for this 3-belt unification fight. And if y'all didn't buy the pay-per-view, then you really got it locked in, man. Then you really gotta be locked in. You know we got people watching at work right now on their headphones in the back.
Let's give it to them.
Let's give it to them, baby. Let's give it to them, baby. Although you should order the pay-per-view right now. It's not too late. It's not too late.
I didn't say that. Showtime live right now. You got Errol Spence Jr.
As a matter of fact, I think we might even be able to drop a link in the chat. We'll see. We'll see if we could drop a link in the chat to buy the pay-per-view. Last second for you guys, man.
TGB Promotions and Showtime. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app.
Bud is watching. You pretty sure Bud's watching right now? He's got to be.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. And there's no time to lose. Memory from the director of Casino Royale and...
I wish he were here because he's attended a few Spence fights here in Dallas. But this is the one to attend because now it feels like the fight can really happen. With Showtime talking about it, Errol Spence talking about it. Interested to see how physically strong Spence looks because honestly, around the time of your fight, his legs and whatnot started to look a little thinner. Like he could use a move up to 54. He said he didn't have to lose as much weight heading into this fight as he did with you. We've heard fighters say things like that before, and it didn't really matter. But we'll see tonight. We'll see tonight. I haven't really seen a change in Spence's skills. The skills are all still there. He just don't look quite as physically strong at the weight as he did a couple years ago.
I told you the other day, cut this weight. We don't always know where we're going to cut it at.
All right, fans, here we go.
Generates from the bottom up.
The main event of the evening.
From the bottom up, right.
The unified welterweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance.
I just remember ringside Staples Center when you fought him. So man, Shawn is doing his thing. Was happy for you, but I also thought, why does Spence's legs look thin? And then you said it comes from the ground up, and that's all that kept sticking out to me. But
you missed the Showtime.
Hey, wait. I got Showtime right here.
First, the WBA World Champion fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing white trunks with red trim. Fighting
so he's got watching from the Philippines. Thank you guys. Can't hear Shawn. Let me try and get a little closer to Shawn.
He weighed in at 140.
There we go. Let me see.
Quarter pounds with a record of 27 wins, 4 losses. He has 12 wins coming by way of knockout.
Oof. Oh, this on ours. Gotcha.
Making the second defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current defending WBA welterweight champion.
Ugas getting his introduction.
54 milagros, Yordenis Ugas.
When he fought me, he allowed his emotions to get away.
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner, the WBC IBF World Champion going back from Supreme in pink trim and proudly representing Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about him being too brave for his own good at times. Yeah.
27 wins, no losses, 21 wins.
He looks very confident, as always.
Please welcome one of the stars of boxing today. Tonight in his 7th consecutive.
Spence banging his chest with that country savage kind of attitude. Actually got the Jamaican flag behind him tonight. So shout out to Jamaica for Errol Spence.
Champion of the world, introducing the truth, Errol Spence Jr.
Dang, no anthem tonight.
Let's get a charge.
That's okay, man. Let's just get to it.
I'm going to say it one more time. I want you to channel live right now. That's messed up. If you don't like that one, head to FightHype.com.
Yep.
Live. We are commentating the main event. Tell a friend. Turn down the TV. Turn us up.
Or just open up 2 tabs. Have Porter weigh in 1 tab and FightHype in the other tab. Do it like that. I like that idea.
Hey, I want you to go where you can hear the best. You're about to get it from us. Ain't the rest.
That's right. You're going to get it right now. No.
Go freestyle.
Here we go. Time for this live round by round. Spence Ugas live in Arlington. Lawrence Cole, the referee. Here we go. Set for round 1. Just waiting on this bell to ring. Round 1. Here we go. Spence already starts with a jab. Another jab. Spence starting with his lead hand already. Ugas fires a jab to the body. Spence with a jab to the body. Ugas with a jab to the body. Spence tries his first left to the body. Ugas catching it on the elbows. Good jab to the body there by Ugas. And a straight left there to the body by Spence.
This is the patience I was talking about of Ugas. Of course, early on, we know that Errol Spence likes to fill out his opponents. He likes to see what they're going to do. But the patience of Ugas right now, just to use just a jab, is very important.
He went ahead and let Spence shoot off 5, 6, 7 punches and stuck his own jab to Spence's body pretty good there, accurately.
Just setting the tempo of the fight. And then right there, able to slip to the outside of that straight left hand. That's great. Dipping to the right hand. Dipping to the right of the left hand.
And he likes to only make you miss by a centimeter, an inch. He doesn't want to get out of position when he makes you miss this Ugas. And did a decent job of that to start right now.
And the other thing I see from Ugas, just to say this real quick, he takes 2 steps back. You see the little reach right there. He's looking for a counter hook.
With the left hand or the right hand?
The left hand. He's looking for a counter hook. So
Spence now taking a step back and working his jab well. Then he gets right back on top of Ugas. Good left to the body by Spence. Well, no, Ugas catching that on the elbow. Spence double jab, left hand. Ugas gets away from it.
Right here. Now the fight's picking up for Ugas. He felt like he had to come right back. He missed. Is he going to settle down and get back where he was, or is he going to push forward? Is he going to try to push forward a little bit?
Good double jab. Yeah, good double jab by Spence there. Good jab to the body by Spence. Ugas almost countering with his own jab up top. Left hand for Spence. Spence busier in round 1. Good body shot by Ugas. Ugas getting underneath the straight left of Spence up top. Gets underneath it and goes to the body. Good shot by Ugas.
And watch where Ugas is making that left hand miss. He's to the outside of the left hand. So he's kind of dipping into it, but to the outside of it, and it opened up that right hook for Ugas.
Spence.
Remember, let me say this. Remember that, because we always like to say that Spence makes...
Good right hand by Ugas there.
Spence likes to make adjustments, so maybe they'll see that he's dipping to the outside of the left hand, and they'll change the angle at which Spence is throwing that left hand.
Derek James will have to maybe mention that in the corner, or something. It's something Spence maybe just picks up on his own, right, as a fighter. Yep. Good left to the body by Spence there. Close first round.
Very close. Body shot.
Close rounds are expected to go to the Texan in Texas. Good left hook there by Ugas. Good left. Finish the exchange with a left hook there, Ugas. Ugas. I am.
Are you gonna do it again?
I am. I don't know if Errol lost that round in Texas, but if you're scoring who landed the cleaner shots, I think Ugas may have had the cleanest shots of the round that round. So we'll give that to Ugas, but Spence was a little busier. He was active with his jab.
I need a pen.
Thank you guys for joining us. That was a close first round. Spence a little busier, especially to start the round, but Ugas, nice counter body shot, nice left hook at the end of the round there. If you're counting who got the cleanest shots in of the round, it was Ugas. So
I said the other day, I said it only takes me a round to figure out who's going to win the fight, and so on and so forth. The patience of Ugas is key for this fight. He's making the right moves. There's times he was stepping back out of the punches. Times he was dipping into him, and then he was also taking the fight to Spence. So both guys are really working very well in that first round. I did give it to Ugas. Very close first round.
Great stuff in that first round with analysis, Shawn, predicting the patience of Ugas. And again, he let Spence come out, be busier, took his time, and landed some effective shots in round 1. Here we are in the second. There's a jab from Spence, the double jab. We know he loves that. Good right hand to the body by Ugas there. Spence missing with his left to the body in return. Yeah, sweeped it, but got nothing but air. Ugas inching forward towards Spence. Spence tries to jab him off. Spence takes that little step back. And Ugas countering Spence with his own jab there. Ugas getting his hands up to block a 1-2 by Spence. Try to shoot it right through the middle. Ugas catching Spence's jab a little bit. Ugas, good defense with his high guard. Good left hand there, though, by Spence. Punched him.
I said this on the show and everything. Spence is a combination puncher, so we're seeing the jab, we're seeing the double jab and the left. But I don't think he's really landing clean.
Not yet.
Not really for either guy, really, though.
Spence just off the left, but Spence being busy here. Yeah. Being Spence, 1-1-2, 1-1-2. Spence busy again with that jab. 1-2 by Spence. Ugas letting Spence get off. Catching a lot of shots on the gloves, but Spence is getting his output up, getting his numbers up for this round. Ugas gets in a nice right hand as Spence digs to the body. Good body shot by Spence. Good right hand by Ugas. There's that one that he kept hitting Pacquiao with.
I call it the island right hand.
The island right hand?
Never seen. There's nobody else that throws a right hand like that. Guys throw it straight, they throw a hook, or they throw it overhand. You don't see a mixture of all three. The island, Cuba, and also the Dominican Republic. I don't see anybody else throwing a right hand.
Good left hand there by Spence. Spence gave him a taste of his own medicine there.
Counter with the right hand right there
by Ugas, but more oomph on Spence's left there.
Absolutely.
Close round, 40 seconds left.
A little more bounce now from Spence.
Yep. Spence stepping over to his right.
The counter 1-2 right there by Ugas.
Yep.
A little bit of what he did in the fight with Manny Pacquiao. I'm starting to see that right now, was multiple styles.
Good right hook to the body. Good body shots by Spence there. Punch combinations.
Right
yep.
Good hustle right there by Spence. And this is what I like about Spence. He's going to say, at some point he's going to say, forget it. I'm just going to do what I do. He's going to let his hands go and land.
Close round, but I doubt Ugas is winning rounds like that, especially in Dallas. Especially in Dallas.
You give that round.
I gave that round to Spence, but I do think the best shot of the round was maybe that right hand that Ugas landed, but it wasn't enough to offset the consistency of Spence in round 2. Von Miller in the house.
They had Michael Irvin up there along with
the playmaker. What? There's Shawn Porter. I like that guy, man. He's a good dude. Good dude. Why are they booing? Oh, because you fought Spence.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's got a big fight with Andy Ruiz coming up.
That's son?
Is it? Yeah. Gave Ugas the second. That's fine. I can understand it. The Charlo brothers are here. Can't believe they're getting booed in Texas. Oh. The Charlo brothers getting booed. Micah Parsons gets the cheers. Back in round 3 now. Here we go. Round 3 starting.
See football leader, point leader.
Was he?
Parsons, yeah, he was. Whoa.
Spence trying to shoot a left there as Ugas stepped in with the jab. I got this 1-1. Shawn Porter 2-zip Ugas. Sweeping left hand there for Spence. Didn't get it clean, but partial land. Oh, Ugas just up with a right uppercut, but Spence returning fire right after. Spence putting that jab in Ugas' face.
Spence's legs are really wide.
Oh, good shots by Ugas there.
Ugas landed good shots this round.
Thought Ugas got a little bit better of it, but here comes Spence now. Hammering away, sweeping, trying to sweep around the gloves and bang around the gloves. Ugas just keeping his hands up there.
Smile from Ugas?
Ugas smiling a little bit, but that scores for Spence.
Let me go back to what I was going to say. You see how wide Spence's feet are?
Right.
That means he doesn't want to take any steps back.
Right.
The only thing he wants to do is go forward and land with power. That's why his legs are so wide. He has no intention of moving backwards.
There's a side step into his side, not back by Spence. Sweeping the left hand, almost just trying to club his way through that high guard of Ugas.
See that? His defense isn't stepping back, it's leaning back.
Right.
And that's because he wants power on his shots, and he does not want to take any steps back. I got a feeling in the corner, Derek James may have said, hey, you might be down 2-0, go get him.
Well, Spence is having a good round here so far.
Both guys keeping their hands at home.
Oh, good right hand by Ugas there. Sweeped it. There's that shot that he kept landing against Pacquiao. But Spence returning fire to the body, just trying to bust those pipes. That was a good right hand a moment ago, though, by Ugas. But Spence came right back to the body with some good work.
This is what I like.
Fight's heating up.
The fundamentals of boxing. He's standing there in front of Ugas. If he doesn't see what he wants, look, he's going to step off. He punched, but then he stepped off because he doesn't see what he wants to see. Guys who stand there and wait in one place.
Good right hook to the body by Spence. Good left hook to the body by Spence. Ugas tries to return fire, but Spence smothered it.
Good work.
Good left hand to the body. Ugas trying to shoot shots up top. Spence, good defense there. Ugas got the right hand in. Another right hand for Ugas with those right hands. Another right hand. Spence got his glove up a little bit for that one, but Spence hard to the body. Shoot. fight really heating up here in the third. Fun round. That was a good round by both guys.
What do you do here? What am I going to do?
I think, look.
If I give this round to Ugas.
No, you're going with the cleaner shots. That right hand, I get it. But is it enough of an advantage in the clean shots to offset the consistency and the body work and the constant activity of Errol Spence? We got a close fight. Close round. Spence killed the body that round, but got nailed with 3 or 4 right hands. I almost want to see a replay to help score the round. Shawn has a 3-0 Ugas. I could see it 2-1 Spence or 2-1 Ugas. That last round was a little tough to score because
Ugas. I wrote down incidentally. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, 10-10.
Yeah, bro. 10-10.
Maybe that is the right score.
Leave it like that?
Nah, because no one ever scores even rounds anymore. Even though they should exist, nobody ever scores.
Do that on purpose.
I mean, hell, it's your scorecard, Shawn. Yeah. So I can see this fight 2-1 either way. I suspect it's 2-1 because we're in Arlington, and those close rounds you'd think would go to Spence.
I thought Spence in the last round he had the better bulk of work until the end.
Good right hand and a left hand by Ugas. Sharp, little sharp, quick punches in the exchanges there by Ugas.
This is a great fight, and I told everybody, see, this is going to be just as exciting as my fight. This is a great fight.
Spence just, like he said, like sometimes he's going into bulldozer mode a little bit at times. Sharp little right to the body there by Ugas. Spence getting his hand up to block the right that time. Goes right back to the body. Good right hook to the body by Spence. Good right hand back to the body by Ugas.
I told Hollywood, baby.
Ooh. Sweeping right. He got his hand up, but it still knocked him backwards.
Yeah.
Good left uppercut by Spence.
He was already on the move before that punch was thrown. Good one by Spence there.
Good defense slipping the right hand of Ugas there. Good right to the body by Ugas. Good. Ugas brings the right back with 2 body shots by Spence.
I told Hollywood, baby, and I want to see what you said about it. Ugas' fight with me, he didn't get what he expected. He thought it was going to be toe-to-toe. We were going to be banging it out. I didn't give him that. He had a hard time adjusting to it. I said, I got a feeling Spence is going to come into the ring and give him exactly what he's prepared for. You think at this point Ugas is getting what he would?
Absolutely. Now I can say, because the fight's here, it's not giving away the game plan. Salas told me the whole game plan was to use Spence's offense against him. And kind of out sharpshoot him, and that's he's
very close.
But Spence is there's some swelling starting to go to Ugas' right eye, and the power of Spence is starting to bust him up a little bit, even when he's only partially landing. Good right uppercut to the body by Ugas, but good right hook by Spence on the inside. Clubs with the left hand. Ugas getting his hands up. But again, Spence is heavy-handed to where even when the hands get up, sometimes it shakes the glove off and lands a little bit. Big 1-2 by Spence. Try to knock Ugas out with that shot. Ugas got out of the way of it. Good right hand to the body by Ugas. Good right hand to the body and left hook up top by Ugas. But Spence... Oh, good body shots by a good, strong last 10 seconds by Ugas. I give that round to Spence. It gets in close rounds. Sometimes the more consistent guy, you know. All right, what's up, chat? Sean Kellerman, great job. I love that nickname. Thank you, sir. Lots of Cuban flags in the chat.
They calling you Sean Kellerman?
Yeah.
S-E-A-N?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? No.
Hey!
All right. No. You're not good with being Roy?
Huh?
Roy would tell you exactly. Roy would do what you did tonight. Tell you exactly what's going to happen, and then it would happen. And let the other dudes blab for 2 minutes, and then just come in and kill it.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm out to become the best boxer, commentator ever. That's what I'm out to do. So that's why I'm here doing this with you right now.
This is reps.
I just flat out love it, and I'm getting reps. Like I told you earlier, I haven't done this in a long time. Like, I'm digging this right now.
It's fun. Hope you guys are having fun with us, man. All right, back to Spence, right to the body. Left hand, right hand. If you guys ever saw that video of him going to the body in a cookout, he's doing that a lot.
And there's a change here. Ugas is trying to bang with Spence. That range and that distance, taking your steps back and kind of, letting the fight come to you a lot. Like Silas said, why did you change in the program? That worked, to my opinion, works to the hand in the hands of Spence.
Right.
Of course, Spence right now not really hitting it.
Good right hook there by Spence on the inside. Left hand by Spence right after it. Busted Ugas up with some of the best shots he's landed so far.
The cut right there on the inside of Spence's eye. It's right inside of his right eye.
Oh. Good body shot by Spence. That almost doubled over Ugas. Ugas right hook by Spence. Left uppercut up top. Ugas reeling a little bit from this body attack.
So Ugas, no offense from Ugas on Spence's way in. So it was, at one point it was countering.
Right.
It was really quickly. He's got to continue to counter.
Good left uppercut by Spence.
In order to control Spence and keep him exactly where he's at.
The game plan is starting to get away from Ugas, it looks like.
Yep.
Good right hook to the body by Spence. Sweeping left. Ugas staying right in front of him. Spence getting his hands up to block what's coming back. Two-piece to the body by Spence. Spence's activity. Spence looking like prime Spence right now.
And this is what Spence loves. Spence loves the
Oh, right uppercut by Spence. Spence is busting up Ugas in the center of the ring.
He loves the challenge. He feels right now, I'm challenged to knock you out. I'm challenged to hurt you. And that's why Spence won't stop.
This round, he's almost just keep punching until this guy goes down.
Hey, listen, we call this digging. And that's when you dig to the body and then you bring it up to the head. Everything is an uppercut, a dig, a hook to the body, and then a hook or an uppercut to the head. Spence right now is digging, and it's working. Good return fire right there by Ugas, but nothing on it. And then again,
the right hand.
Right hand.
But Spence isn't being hurt by those shots. He's taking it really well.
Very good rounds by Spence, but I think that this is the first round that Spence has been able to control Ugas up until now, the last 10 seconds.
No, this was borderline. This was kind of a dominant round for Errol Spence.
Yeah, this is the first clear, clean-cut round.
Good left uppercut by Spence. Man, he landed a lot of body shots, left uppercut. Like you said, digging everything, finishing everything with a hook or an uppercut up top. Beautiful stuff by Spence. That's the best round I've seen from Errol Spence, maybe since Lamont Peterson or one of the late rounds with you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, even the fight where he was able to
the overall body of work, the way he kept going forward, kept going right there, hook to the head, and then right here to the body. He stays right there to the inside, missed the uppercut right there, but he just kept going. He kept going no matter what was going on that round. He wants to push forward. Right here, uppercut, dig, another uppercut.
Oh, good right uppercut by Ugas.
The counter, but there was nothing on it.
No. And does the body attack take something out of your punches as it goes on?
The body attack 100% takes something out of you, but right here we saw in that last round, Spencer was in such control that it was almost like kind of reluctantly he was returning. Ugas was returning fire. When you throw reluctantly, there's no power on that.
Right. He was really more concerned with tucking his elbows in against those bodies than he was getting off. Right.
Yeah.
Good body shots by Spence right out the gate. He is killing the body right now.
The game plan has changed. Something's changed in the corner of Ugas. He's going to try to fight.
Right hook to the body by Spence. I don't know if he can survive banging away like this, man. He's got to get back to his range, his timing, the little subtle things that got him the win over Pacquiao. But Spence got away from it. Not a lot on those shots there by Ugas. Spence digging with a right hook to the body and then a right hook up top. Brings the left hand behind it. This is vintage Errol Spence right here. Good uppercut by Spence. No, that was a shove. Yeah, it was a push.
Strong legs.
Oh, good right hand by Ugas. Good right hand by Ugas. Down. Go. Spence is hurt. Spence is hurt by a right hand. Knocked right into the ropes. He almost went down, did Spence. Spence is hurt. Spence was hurt by that right hand. Spence still on his feet, but weary after that right hand. Ugas hurt him. And the crowd.
Right,
what is Lawrence Cole stopping this fight for? Mouthpiece. We're not stopping the fight, but
he lost focus right there. He knows better than to turn to look at his mouthpiece when it comes out of his mouth.
Ref getting Spence a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Spence is buzzed. Spence was buzzed by that right hand. Hit on the button by it. And he really almost went down. So now here comes Spence back with some shots.
He hit the ropes, didn't he?
Yes, the ropes kept him up.
It's supposed to
be a knockdown. Yep.
And the ref didn't call it a knockdown, or is it because we're in Texas? Like, is that a Texas rule?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. If the law down here is.
But Lawrence Cole, not the best reputation in the world.
No, I know. Come on, Lawrence. Come on. I believe that should have been ruled a knockdown.
Yes.
In other states it is. I don't know in the state of New York. I don't know what the rules are, if that's considered a knockdown or not. But I certainly think.
But Spence looked like he was on his way to another right hand for Ugas. Spence comes back with a left uppercut, though. Spence firing back on the inside. Body shots by Spence. It was exciting. Spence is coming back now. Crowd loves it. Spence trying to bust Ugas up. Come right back at him with hooks. Ugas good defense, though. Not getting hit clean, but clean right hook to the body by Spence. Spence coming back, getting hit with right hand, but hard two-piece to the body by Spence. Great body work by Errol. Another body shot by Spence. Brings the right hook up top after it. Two-piece to the body again by Errol Spence. Spence kind of steadied himself, got back into it this last minute, but that was a huge round for Ugas. Really should have been a knockdown. Ooh, what a right hand.
I wasn't excited. I was pissed that he looked for his mouthpiece. That's elementary, and he knows better than that. He lost focus. And I think he had a moment.
Let's see this replay.
He had a moment. That's not.
He did not react well to those punches.
I believe that should have been a knockdown.
It absolutely should have been a knockdown. It was so Spence, here's the replay, folks. We'll call it as we see it. Ugas, right uppercut, knocked the mouthpiece out of Spence, looks away at the mouthpiece, takes his eye off his opponent. And then Ugas with a 1-2 nailed Spence right on the button with a right hand, knocked Spence clean into the ropes. Should have been a knockdown, but it wasn't.
One more time right here.
One more time.
It's a nice little. Is this the return?
Yeah, this is the return fire.
I'm saying I'm not.
Ugas smiling at him.
You think I was done, but I'm here. That's what that was.
But Ugas able to really get his hands up on the return fire.
Anybody saying Ugas, you had it? No, you didn't. Spence is the kind of guy who recovers very quickly, as we saw. And you can't just go running at a guy like Spence thinking that whatever you throw is going to land. You leave yourself open, and he will capitalize. The body shots right there. They gave the first 5 rounds to Spence.
See what I mean? Yeah, I don't quite agree with that.
And then the 6th round, of course, the Ugas.
I think it's a closer fight than that.
And what I feel is, even though the ref did not rule that a knockdown, I personally...
Good left uppercut by Spence. Good left uppercut by Spence, Shawn. Another left uppercut by Spence. Ugas is hurt. Ugas is clinching. He's clinching. Spence coming right back after that round. Ugas is hurt and bleeding. Swollen badly from the right eye as Ugas. That uppercut might have swelled him up. Crowd going crazy. Ugas looks like he could be going down soon. Spence clubbing away with left hands. Ugas staying up. In retreat is Ugas, trying to steady himself now.
He's turning him, and now he's just got to get Spence like this right here.
Good uppercut.
He's got to get Spence to calm down. How do you do that? Throw something back. Throw something back.
Ugas not throwing nothing back just yet.
You're Ugas.
Oh,
Your left like you're doing, but pop that jab. You can't communicate to somebody you're not hurt. You have to communicate with your fists.
otherwise he's just going to keep coming.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't shake and smile and all those gestures. That ain't enough. You got to throw something and make your opponent know that you're not hurt.
Another left uppercut from Spence. Ugas is swelling up.
And guess what, Spence? He doesn't care. Throw something. I'm still coming.
Maybe a little anger even behind this rally by Spence. Mad that he was caught the last round. Good body shots by Spence. Ugas, great left hook and a right hand by Ugas. Sharp right hand, lifted the chin up, but Spence comes right back with a straight left hand. Great action here in round 7 in Texas. 30 seconds left here.
Look at that. That was a dipping.
Right, left uppercut again. Ugas keeps getting caught with a left uppercut, Shawn?
Because he's standing right there for it. He's waiting for it.
Oh, left uppercut to the body, left uppercut to the head for Spence. Ugas is smiling, but he's getting busted up. Ugas bleeding and swelling around the face now. Another left uppercut for Spence. Another left uppercut. Left hand to the body. Right hook.
Blue chip. That's a...
Was that a 10-8 round?
That was the previous round a 10-8 round?
No, because Spence came back at the end.
Well, what I was trying to say before it got heated in there is even though that wasn't a 10-8 round because the ref didn't rule it a knockdown, I still would have ruled it a knockdown.
Right.
I still would have scored it a 10-8 round myself. That was not a 10-8 round because you guys didn't go down.
Right.
That's just great work by Spence.
Look at, see, like I said, a little anger behind that rally by Spence. Oh, left, and then, but Spence did eat a right hand in that exchange. Here it comes. Oh. The fans are enjoying this fight. And I hope you guys are too, man, joining us. Here we go. I think this fight is maybe 5-2 Spence, 4-3 Spence. Good left uppercut again by Spence. Right hook to the body. Right hook up top. Left hand to the body.
This fight is going to be just as exciting as my fight with Spence.
Round 8. Spence killing the body. Right hook, left hook to the body. The left uppercut, the last couple rounds can't miss for Spence.
And guess what? Even the punches that don't land flush on the body, they still land on the arms, and they still break you down over the course of rounds.
And at times, he's punching so hard and sweeping around that even when it hits the glove, it's getting through a little bit, right? Yeah.
I do believe that some of those punches are on the belt. I experienced that
from Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Spence trying to bust through with combinations. And Lawrence Cole with one. Woo! Spence just busting away with the left hand.
All right, get out the way.
Ugas not defending himself this round, Shawn. And blood is, his trunks are starting to get stained with blood as Ugas.
I believe Ugas has been broken.
Oh, you believe Ugas has been broken down?
He's starting, this is the 8th round. I said if anybody is going to start
left uppercuts.
It will be Ugas right around 8 or 9 rounds.
Right now it's left uppercuts, right hook to the body, left uppercut up top for Spence, sweeping left hand around the guard, another sweeping left hand, left uppercut. Ugas takes a deep breath and backs off. Right hook to the... This is relentless stuff by Errol Spence. There's no way he can hold up against this. Ugas won't go down, but right hook to the body. And Lawrence Cole is going to have Ugas get looked at by the doctor right now. Ugas swelling bad from the right eye, bleeding from the nose. No quitting, Ugas. No quitting, Ugas. He can't see out of that right eye.
That's tough right there.
Blood coming. He's telling him, no, don't stop the fight. No, don't stop the fight. I don't know, man. He may not be seeing anything coming. I mean, that right eye is closed, folks, for Yordenis Ugas.
He's telling him to look at me, and he's trying to get him to see his eye moving.
Ugas getting a lot of time to recover here.
He says
the ref says, all right. Crowd loves that. Spence got to be smelling blood and seeing blood. Spence hammer into the body, left hand to the body, left uppercut. Right uppercut by Spence, left uppercut by Spence. To the body is Spence. Slips a right hand, does Spence. Good defense there as he's unloading. Left uppercut again for Spence. That has been the shot.
Ugas he's got to get space. He's not going to do it, but I'm going to say what he needs to do. He's got to get space. He's got to use his jab, and he's got to keep Spence off of him. He can't do that. Therefore, he won't last in the ring with Spence. And I believe that Ugas can't see out of that right eye. I believe that he's uncomfortable because of the right eye. And I think that he's not going to operate anymore the way he needs to win the fight.
Another round of punishment for Ugas. Back-to-back rounds where he was punished.
Yeah, back-to-back rounds where he was punished. I did not give Spence the first 5 rounds. I believe that 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually gave Ugas the first 4 rounds. And then right there is where Spence started to kind of take control right there. Of course, there was that in the 6th round where he got knocked down. But at this point, it's all Spence.
This is all Spence.
It's all Spence.
And that last round and probably the round before it are as close as you get to 10-8 without a knockdown.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
for sure.
I don't see it. Salas taking a hard look at his fighter.
Yeah, and I don't between the corner and
this could be the last round.
Yeah.
Ugas completely unable to see out of that right eye.
And that's what Spence is as a fighter. Spence had to bite down. When he bit down, right here is where he had his success, on the inside. Hooks to the body, hooks to the head, and like these right here, coming around the guard of Ugas. And then smart, come around, get the hand up so I can come down the middle right there with the uppercut. That's smart boxing right there by Spence. Spence is going to continue to push forward.
Right on top of him.
Yep.
So Ugas against the ropes, gets Spence left uppercut.
Ugas has no jab. You should have been you should have been using your jab and stepping around, trying to keep this man off of you.
I'm not sure he gets out of this round.
I don't think he gets out of this round.
Good right hook to the body by Spence. Good left hook to the body by Spence. Brings the left hook to the head right after. Ugas hardly returning fire right now. There's a right hand for Ugas, but Spence gets his hand up to block it. Good right hook to the body by Spence. Spence, I got to see his punch stats. He looks like he's throwing almost 100 punches around right now.
A lot of punches, and he's not stopping. They don't like it, but those punches are landing a little low. They're on the belt line. People don't know this. I got to say this. I don't know how many people are listening, but sometimes they say that the belt line is legal.
Right.
Which means if I hit you on the belt line, it's not low. So sometimes when you're screaming low, blow, low, blow, if the ref said, hey, his trunks are a little high, that's not low, then it's not low. But these are landing on the belt line, and apparently Lawrence Cole feel like they're low.
Again, right now, it's a lot of Ugas shelling up, putting his hands up high. I don't think he's seeing all these punches come in, especially from his right side. And Ugas just busting away, banging away. Some of them partially landed, some of them to the body. Right hook for Spence.
I think we just saw the best of what Ugas can do. We saw Ugas land a flurry, 1, 2, 3.
There was nothing on those punches.
Slow. There was nothing on those punches, and I think that's the best we're going to give Ugas for the remainder of this fight.
A lot of good right. Oh, a right hand to the body by Ugas. Kind of made Spence react to it. But Spence right on top of him after it.
Maybe that was a shock punch. Like, oh, you know, like when somebody thinks like they're gonna hit you low, you're like, oh, stop playing.
Oh, right.
Body shot, and he dips down off of those body shots.
Great conditioning by Spence tonight.
And even beyond that, he's a wizard with the face of not showing that he is hurt.
1-2 up top, right hook to the body by Spence. Ugas kind of shooting low with his body shot.
Ugas is throwing body shots.
Good little right hand by Ugas.
He really tries to protect himself when Spence goes to the body. Ugas goes to the body. See that right there?
Yeah.
His hands actually went down. A few times his elbows came in. I'm not saying don't protect yourself, but the reaction is much different than it was earlier in the fight.
Oh, good right hand by Ugas. Ugas kind of came alive a little bit in that last minute again.
I hate that I said that was the most we were going to get from him.
He did. Still lost the round. Definitely lost the round, but did enough to get him to the next round.
Yeah, we said he wouldn't make it out of that round.
I didn't. It looked like he was headed towards being stopped that round, but he found a little something in the last minute.
I'm really not sure what that was from Spence. I don't know. It seemed like Spence, they kind of kept going.
You can't punch and punch and punch and punch forever, right? You're gonna take a minute. But Spence in the corner doesn't look tired at all, not breathing too heavy.
I always took my mouthpiece out of the corner. Just more airflow.
Yeah.
He's comfortable though. Whatever your fighter is comfortable doing, do it. Look at this. Instruction. I love it. I love Derek James as a coach. I've never been one-on-one coaching with him, but hearing the communication between corners and fights on Showtime and seeing what he does with his fighters, I think he's a tremendous coach. I
get a hunch you were probably right. After the second round, he said, just go to work. Don't be too tactical.
I believe that Ugas won the first 2 rounds. The TV doesn't say so.
No, people in our chat thought that.
But we saw Spence turn it on. We saw him come alive and become something different. He's been something different ever since. Except for, of course, that
one right hand where he can't afford to have moments like that against the Terence Crawford.
Six round,
Good right hook to the body by Spence. Here we are, 30 seconds into round 10. These are the championship rounds.
Sweeping right hook to the body and then another right hand. Ugas.
Yep, but Spence coming right back. Left uppercut. Wait, Ugas looked hurt by that left uppercut.
Yeah, he took a big breath right there. He's got to be consistent.
Right hook to the body by Spence. Right hook up top, then a left hook, a left uppercut up top.
Back on the digs.
Left uppercut again. Ugas hurt by the uppercut. Right hook to the body by Spence. Left uppercut by Spence. Ugas showing tremendous chin tonight.
That right uppercut landed on the right eye, from what I saw. And then the grit right here of Ugas to try to fight back.
Showing tons of grit.
And then the cover. That cover was real.
Ugas retreating with his hands at his side. Didn't like the left uppercut.
He said, come get me. I can't see.
Right hook to the body by Spence. Spence just relentless tonight. Looking much better than he did against Danny Garcia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He looks stronger. He looks fit. Of course, we can see by what's going on right now. The face of Ugas didn't serve him trying to stand there.
And again, the ref or the doctor is going to take a look. Oh my God, that right eye is so shut. Ugas is pleading, no, please don't stop. You don't want to see it?
I don't like that stuff, man.
No, that's it. It's a TKO 10 for Errol Spence. Ugas never touched the canvas, but the man needs to have an eye. Shawn, what are your thoughts on the fight, man?
It hurts seeing Ugas in this situation. You know what I mean? For him, he was going to fight valiantly. He was going to fight to the end. At this point, no, I don't think he was winning the fight. I don't think he was going to win the fight. But for him to be stopped like that, it hurts him. And it hurts his pride. But it was the right decision. Can't see. It's closed. He even signaled to Spence himself, come get me. I can't see. So what's up?
So stop me already. Right.
Come get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, it just showed, he showed grit, he showed might, he showed us everything that he is, even after being stopped because of a closed eye. That's Errol Spence. Errol Spence, on the other hand, he looked strong, he looked fit, he looked in shape. Didn't really start the way I expected him to. I think that was in large in part because of Ugas. Certainly finished it the way I expected him.
Now, what everybody wants to know is based on what you saw tonight, how does the fight go with Terence?
Well, I will say this. This is what I said before this fight. We need to see what Errol Spence we're going to get. I said he looks great. We saw him at camp. We saw him this week in weigh-ins and all that kind of stuff. But we have to see him operate. The Spence that operated tonight can operate against Terence. That will be a tremendous fight. It should be the next fight that everyone sees in the welterweight division. Next big fight.
Hopefully we see it next.
Hopefully we see it next. The Spence that we saw tonight, 50-50 fight.
Really?
50-50.
I'm gonna leave you with this, Shawn, and I want to save most of it for the Porterweight podcast on Tuesday. Is Spence being a fellow southpaw? Is that gonna be tough for Terence? Okay. Just because usually switch southpaw, he's got that beautiful angle when he steps to the outside foot of the orthodox fighter.
It's gonna be tougher for Spence if Terence operates as a southpaw all night, especially if he's sharp as a southpaw all night. I don't know what game plan they're going to come to the ring with, but I can see Spence trying to pitch from both sides because he has the ability to do that. But I think that it would be an advantage for him to try to pitch from both sides, going back and forth, try to keep.
Because Terence usually he'll go southpaw and that's it. Yeah, but you think he should maybe incorporate that orthodox stance more?
Yeah.
Interesting, because that's not something he does. Once he switches, that's it.
Switches, he's done.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Stop it. That's how he's been successful throughout his entire career. But I think just for the sake of trying to mix it up, especially early on in the fight, giving different looks and things of that nature, I definitely think it's worth us, Crawford comes to the ring willing to fight from both sides through the course of at the least the first 6 rounds.
Well, I'm just thinking
you see how it got Ugas. First 6 rounds, you gotta mix it up. After that, you have to have found your success in what you're gonna use to beat Spence. You need the first 6 rounds to figure it out, and then after that, you gotta start doing it.
Well, I'm thinking.
Not start, you gotta continue to do it.
I'm just thinking, just like that southpaw stance throws off all the orthodox guys. Maybe this is the time you fight more orthodox. We'll see. Thank you, Shawn, for joining us. Man, you'll have so much more to say Tuesday on the Porterweight podcast.
Nope. Let me wait till after this and I'll get out of here.
All right.
Advice of the ringside physician.
Here we go, guys.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated, and now the WBC
Murder trying to leave.
IBF.
Just stay here. Finish out the live.
Errol Spence Jr.
All right, time to run around and bother people.
Let me do this real quick.
Oh yeah, please.
We'll be live tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time.
All right.
Hopefully you're there.
Oh, we're going live? Oh, I'm there.
Blue Wire Studios at the Wing. We'll be live 1:30. Miss it. Good night. I hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll probably do that again really soon.
Yeah, Shawn and Shawn, baby.
A-side.
Oh man, my bad. I bumped you, but it's okay.
Good?
I'm good. Man.
Souvenir right here, man. I'm pissed.
Live tomorrow at 1:30. I can't wait. Thanks everybody. Time to get these interviews.
I knew I was gonna come with the victory, so that's why I wanted. I didn't want to tune no fight. That was fight somebody.
You know what to do.
Make sure I drink water, no junk food, and I lost the weight properly without using. Did a great job.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
don't think he did a bad job.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't his
better
fault.
fighter.
So you Spence.
Yeah, Spence. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, I could have been referencing and breaking the clinches fast. It wouldn't have mattered.
Super excited to get back in the ring. I was trying to push the pace.
No, you weren't. You pushed it beautifully. Don't say that.
I think he said early on.
Oh.
Oh, I thought the limit was out. They hit me with a 3-4 shot. That's my fault. I was mistake for myself. You supposed to take yourself all the time.
Said rookie mistake.
For you, I know I wasn't out on my feet. I was trying to make them happy. When I try to put my hands up. Yeah, stop.
He said it was a rookie mistake, so you were phenomenal tonight. I love you. It's nice when someone lets you talk.
Right? Just let you do you. Yeah.
How is it that you can do? Just I believe in, you gonna go through trials and tribulations. I went through a lot of trials, I got tested.
You need somebody like you. I got your energy. Got you.
My upbringing, my mother, my father always.
I'm getting my degree next month. I'll get my degree next month.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna give it to you
over Yeah.
guys that been in the game for 20 to 30 years.
Yeah, you're right.
The guy that I do NBC with, he's from golf.
Right.
He's called boxing, so they brought him on call this with me.
Right.
But his energy don't match what I do.
Everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford.
I'll get there. Give me some years. I'll get there.
I'll make that happen. Huh? I'll make that happen. Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this time.
Thank you. Man, down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
Oh.
All right.
Yordenis and Felix will interpret for us. How are you?
¿Cómo te sientes, Yordenis? No, siento un poco triste, pero no pude, a la gente que me estaba apoyando, campeón, pero me duro para llegar esta noche aquí y simplemente fui superado por uno de los mejores que tenía en el deporte. Respeto para intentar campeón.
No.
I feel sad. It was like really hard for this fight.
Okay.
All my respect to Errol Spence. He's a great champion. It just sad.
That was a good fight.
How you doing?
Spence did his thing. He looked like
Does
vintage.
he feel the stoppage was proper and can he see out of his eye? Or was he not able to have any vision?
Ya tú no podías ver que no. Tú crees que te podían parar la pelea cuando la pararon.
No, yo quería seguir luchando hasta el final. No estaba viendo, pero no pelea.
Riddick, what'd you think, brother? What'd you think of the fight? Who do you think with Spencer or Crawford from what you saw in the first round?
A good fight. Better than I thought. Let's see what we had to do. We won the fight. We came out. It showed out. It was a whole thing.
Who wins, Spencer Crawford? Y'all ready?
Toss up.
Thank you. James, I think Errol Spence tonight.
Fight. Right here. Tremendous shape. It's the original. Come back on. Put up a great show. Great show. Tremendous fighter.
You know, everybody wants to know who you got, Crawford. You got him because he's more versatile fight, like counter punching him.
that Errol would use his jab a lot more and box him a little differently. But I don't see no 147 beating Errol Spence.
Even Boots or Terence Crawford.
I don't think Terence Crawford could beat him. And I think he'll be gone before Boots really get a shot.
What about that little right hand he got hit with in the sixth?
I think that he wasn't protecting himself, and he should have been, but he was trying to get his mouthpiece together, and he got hit. But when you don't prepare yourself, anything can happen. So but I still think
that's what
it was a rookie mistake. But he came right back though and finished the job. So he got an A. He got an A. If I'm giving him a grade, he got an A. He took a difficult opponent and took him apart.
Hassim,
there we go.
Just gotta ask you, when Terence switches southpaw, that causes so much problems. But since Spence is a southpaw, is that not going to be as effective?
I'm telling you, Earl's jab is going to be the differentiator around and southpaw. He might want to stay conventional. So there you go.
Thank you, Rock.
All right, man.
Thank you, Rock. Good. I think he fought before.
By Spence.
No. Yeah, it was.
He was like bending over. But you can't even pick wicket if you don't get love. I got caught up in the moment and got lost.
But he may have felt too comfortable for a minute. Because he was in control.
He knows that they're not going to stop it.
Right. Right. I feel like there's a lot of football players. I feel like we got to hunt out the stars.
They're going to go to the press conference, right?
No.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
They were sitting on the side with Benavidez.
I wonder on the other side.
Remember that they had a fight? Benavidez fought Carlo?
My Claudia. Thank you.
They got the fight. They got the fight today. Who did? Carlo Benavidez. No, I'm serious. That's why didn't you see when Danny filmed it? He walked in. I mean, watching on the afterwards, they went all the way over to this. It wasn't like a real fight, but they were like pushing, throwing punches. They were on the other side. But I don't think there's nothing connected. It's like Louis already playing Harris. With all their
stop, man. You're getting it.
Where were you? Oh, you were visiting. You didn't see it?
No.
What's his name? The guy never forgot.
Skip
and Danny were the ones who went.
I know. Wait, this happened while I was doing my thing. Did I hit? Did you get charged?
Huh?
Did you get charged?
Nah, man. Yeah, I didn't get no. I got an argument. I didn't get the actual fight. But I got.
Danny got it.
Yeah. So Charlie was never on. Thanks for staying in on the live night. For those of you tuning in, Errol Spence, pretty dominant 10th round TKO over Yordenis Ugas. And we're just here in the aftermath trying to get some reactions from the fighters. Appreciate it, bro. Spence did his thing, man. He looked better than Okay.
Round it
10th
was.
round,
He did his
10th
thing.
round.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did his thing. He beat him down. You know, that's how he was in sparring. You know what I mean? He was sharp. He was on his A game.
Why do you think we got, well, you just mentioned he was good in sparring, but why did we get that vintage Spence tonight? Like the guy we saw against Kell Brook.
Because he back. You know, he back. You know, everybody was questioning, is he back? Is the accident? Did that fuck him up? Did whatever? You know, he back.
I was saying Errol Spence performance tonight, man. Who would you favor to win between Crawford and Errol Spence?
Errol Spence.
Man, how do you see the fight? Like you called tonight really well. How would that fight play out, you think, Frank? Errol and Terence?
Man, Errol, he a technician, man. I got E. I got E all day. You know, it's boxing, but I got E all day. You know, he's a technician, man. He can do everything.
This fight will actually happen, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, I think it's gonna happen this year.
Usually when Terence like switches southpaw, it's a wrap for the other guy. He takes over.
Yes.
Do you think with Spence being a southpaw too, that's going to throw him off a little bit?
Is he gonna throw Spence off?
Yeah, throw Terence off a little bit when he makes his switch.
I mean, I feel like he game enough to have the experience to still be able to adapt or whatever. But I just feel like, man, he a fundamental technician. He got everything, you know. So I feel like that's what's gonna be on his side. You know what I mean? No matter if Terence was left, I mean southpaw, orthodox, whatever, you know. It's Errol. You know, Errol.
Thank you, Frank. We'll see you in May, right? Oh,
Right. He looks so good. You think, Brian?
Hey, Brian, can I just ask you one minute? Yeah, sure. Porterweight. Hey, Brian, can I ask you one minute, or you? Oh, he's getting out of here. Go ahead.
Hey, you kind of got that attitude. I watched the episode podcast.
Yeah.
Best podcast.
We got you.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, tag me, man. I'm on Instagram. Tag me, bro, and I'll follow back. Sounds good.
I like how y'all not biased.
No.
Y'all talk boxing.
No, we love the sport, man.
Yes, sir.
So we're here for you guys, man.
Hey, big favorite.
Huh?
Can I get a press conference?
No, I can't. This is all we got, man. No, sorry, man. Thank you, bro. That's crazy. We getting stopped and shit now.
Hey,
It's cool. Oh, what you mean by that? Oh, Brian Custer? Sorry. Yeah. He's usually cool, but he's kind of... Not too late already. Let's go. No. Not really. Just only got what we got.
What, Rockman and Tony?
Tony, Douglas, and
I think we have to wait for something.
Okay.
I can't hear that somebody's gonna wait for
Is somebody over here?
I mean, whatever.
I don't think so.
It's media over here.
Yeah, no, I was on the other side. don't know why we can't just get seated. Radio Raheem's already in there.
Yeah, why can't we get in?
We gotta do our job, please.
And you think you wouldn't want all of us piled up out here either?
Who's coming in? We need to get
These people are trying to do their job.
Sir, you have to understand, we're trying to do ours.
I got you.
If you don't have the right credentials to get in, we need to figure that out.
Andrew.
Hi, are you guys okay?
Yes.
You need to get in.
Yes.
Not sure, but yeah, they definitely got cameras.
Can we get these people are
Do
trying
you have
to
an
do their
escort
job.
pad before we even discuss all that? Do you have an escort pad?
I'm here.
Can we
Anyone with a media badge is approved to come in. Anyone that does not have one, or a promoter,
Yeah.
promoter, they can go in. Yeah, they should be good. Does your thing say right? That's a different. That was super
Just call it a day.
Yeah, if there's a roll, I'm going to score the head.
I'm not stopping and these places right here.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. No, I I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. You know what happened like earlier on the yeah, I'll send here with you.
Yeah, to see who all it is.
Yeah. I know everybody that is.
Clarence, we got to start that.
Media.
Thank you.
Media.
Thank you.
I just.
Crazy. Oh, okay. Digging her heels in. She's digging her heels in. Hey, Ben. Looking awesome, bro. Love the cowboy hat. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
You can start the outside now.
I really think the Bengals made the Super Bowl because of your boxing coverage.
Get anything? Get anything?
So that'd be a pretty sweet year all around between the boxing and
Excuse me.
Yes.
This is great. Let me see what it looks like. Get those lights up. What the fuck is that? Oh, Hashim.
Right up the straight back, so it should have been knocked down.
Fíjate que pones en duda, por eso, superado,
But they moved just 139 and 45. 60 more people. How much they buy? No. 55
So is it 39,000 for the 10?
39,945. How many? 39,945.
Showed up? That's a 39?
Yeah. That's a carpenter report. We can get a little
Carpenter.
So Michael Carpenter?
Carpenter.
Oh, one of you guys.
check it out.
Most times. Ready to go.
Yo, Daniel, did you guys get your own?
Jay, are we ready to start this thing, my friend? What's up, 30? Yes. Okay, come in.
All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, thank you very much to the media for joining us, and thank you very much to the fans for watching on our Showtime Sports YouTube page. A congratulations to Errol Spence Jr. for capturing the WBA welterweight championship of the world with a 10th round stoppage over Yordenis Ugas. He now holds the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA welterweight championships of the world, becoming a unified welterweight champion. The attendance for tonight, what a historic night here in Texas, 39,946. 39,946. The official attendance, and a man who put on a tremendous co-main event display coming off of a loss at the hands of Gervonta Davis for the world title. Went out and finished off Yordenis Ugas in the 5th round. He got a lot of support and love from the fans here at AT&T Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, with an impressive 5th round victory over Yordenis Ugas, I present to you Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, palabras por favor.
Hola, ¿qué tal? A todos buenas noches, muchas gracias por el apoyo. Y bueno, estamos aquí más que contentos. Como yo lo dije desde el campamento, yo vengo a hablar arriba del ring. Yo vengo a buscar la pelea y vengo a conquistar el corazón de todo Dallas, y donde quiera que me presente, donde quiera que vaya, voy a dar lo mejor de mí para que el público salga ganador. Gracias.
I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy, and I'm here to steal Dallas's heart, and I think I did that tonight, to where I was really happy with my training camp, and it reflected into what I did inside the ring. I couldn't have performed any better, and the fact that you got to see it, that the city got to see it, and I was able to celebrate with the people here, that meant a lot to me.
All right, if we have questions from the media, by all means raise your hand. We have our outstanding PR team. Raise your hand, ask your question, and let us know where you're from, what media outlet. Thank you.
All right, this is Skip Brown from Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Aki TV. First of all, congratulations. Ryan Garcia on Twitter said he wants to fight you next. Let's make the fight happen. What is your response?
Ryan García dijo en Twitter que quiere ser tu próximo oponente. ¿Cuál es tu respuesta?
Él dijo que ganaran la pelea. Ven a Oscar de la Hoya, ven Ryan García, sentémonos a platicar con mi empresa y hagamos la pelea. Y hay que hablar arriba del ring, no en redes sociales, y vamos a pelear, no a bailar.
Well, they said that I need to win this fight. I won this fight. Now, Oscar de la Hoya, Ryan Garcia, come on down and negotiate with us. Let's make this fight happen, but not in social media. Let's negotiate and let's not dance. Let's fight.
Pitbull, César Seda por aquí, Decisión Dividida, América TV. Oye, sabemos que Ryan García está hablando todo eso en las redes sociales, pero también comprendemos que la compañía BBC trabaja entre sí y vimos hoy a un Rayo Valenzuela hacer un gran trabajo ante uno que fue rival tuyo. ¿Podría verse eso también, mexicano contra mexicano, tú contra el Rayo Valenzuela?
Bueno, la pregunta, the question is that, you know, regardless of what Ryan Garcia is doing on social media, there could also be the possibility of facing Valenzuela in an old PBC fight. Isaac, how would you feel about that? Isaac, responde la pregunta cuando quieras.
Yo lo he dicho, yo no me cierro a pelear con nadie siempre y cuando se lleguen a buenos términos entre mi promotor, mi manejador y su manejador de Rayo, con Ryan, con Lomachenko, con Campos, con Heine. Yo no me cierro a pelear con nadie siempre y cuando ellos estén dispuestos a pelear.
Bring anybody on. I'm not shutting the door on anyone. Whether it's Rayo or whether it's Garcia or it's Lomachenko, bring them on. I'm open to talk to anybody, but they need to talk to me first. That's where it all starts, really.
All right, James Bell from the Boxing Source. Esau, coming into this fight, and you know when you came out for your introduction, you had one of the biggest, reactions coming out there, and had a whole lot of support. What did that mean to you to have all of that support here in AT&T Stadium?
Bueno, cuando saliste al ring aquí, te dieron una ovación muy grande. Digamos que fue una de las ovaciones más grandes de la noche. ¿Cómo te hizo sentir eso, el apoyo, el cariño del público que andalas?
Pues yo me lo he ganado gracias al sacrificio, esfuerzo y arriba del ring, no haciendo publicaciones ni hablando en otros lados, sino con hechos arriba del ring.
I've earned everything I have right now, but I've done so inside the ring with blood, sweat and tears, with the dedication that I put every single day, not with social media posts or anything like that, by doing what I have to do with gloves on.
All right, I'm going to give Isaac Cruz the floor to give final comments because we are, we've been very busy and we await the welterweight champion of the world. But Isaac, if you have final thoughts on what was a memorable performance coming off of your loss, coming out and wiping out Yordenis Ugas in the 5th round, I think proving to the world that you are, without question, a formidable force and a legit contender at 135. Your final thoughts before nearly 40,000 fans that you displayed your talents here tonight on Showtime pay-per-view.
Isaac, te luciste ante 40.000 personas hoy, demostraste que sos un contendiente de primera y que además te recuperaste de la derrota en diciembre del año pasado. Comentarios finales, ¿qué querés que sepa la gente de este Isaac Cruz que se lució con un knockout en el 5º round contra un ex campeón como el Yordenis Ugas?
Que yo vine a dar un claro mensaje a la división, que Isaac Cruz va a dar de qué hablar en la división y que no le teme miedo a nadie, a ningún campeón, a ningún clasificado y esté para los grandes nombres. Gracias.
The whole division is on notice. I don't fear any champion anywhere, anytime. I'm ready for all challenges. Bring them on. And thank you very much, everyone here, for coming to the fight.
I'm going to borrow a phrase from your promoter, or one of the members of part of your promotional team, Sean Gibbons of MP Promotions, and say, Viva Isaac Cruz, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Viva!
Congratulations, Isaac.
Muchas gracias a todos. A Manny Pacquiao Promotion, a todos ustedes. Dios los bendiga. Buenas noches.
The Pitbull, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be hearing a lot from him. He allowed his fist to do the talking here tonight. Congratulations, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. So what a performance by Isaac Cruz, but before we get ready to bring up and usher in the unified welterweight champion of the world, I want to go back and start off with how we began the evening on Showtime Championship Boxing. Brandon Lee with an impressive performance, a unanimous decision win over Zachary Ochoa, and then the main event on our prelims was tremendous between a Montez Stanionis. Congratulations to Lithuania's first world champion as he defeats Radzab Butayev to become the new WBA welterweight champion of the world. Granted, now that is a secondary title, but Stanionis did make history by becoming the first Lithuanian to become a world champion in boxing. Then we started off the pay-per-view with a tremendous battle as Cody Crowley looked sensational by defeating Josecito Lopez. And then the action really picked up here at AT&T Stadium. Jose Valenzuela knocking out Francisco Vargas with a home run shot that was tremendous in the first round, elevating his record to 12-0 with 8 knockouts. And I think that Jose Valenzuela, with a performance like that, graduated from being a budding prospect to now a contender. And then in our co-feature, you saw Isaac Cruz in bounce-back mode, and boy, did he did it in emphatic fashion as he stops Yordenis Gamboa in the 5th round. For those media members that are just joining us, or if you're just tuning into the stream, again, the attendance tonight here at AT&T Stadium, 39,946, nearly 40,000 fans saw what was a brilliant matchup. And again, we continue with action when it comes to Premier Boxing Champions on Showtime. You have May 14th, Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano. May 21, you get David Benavidez matching up against David Lemieux. And we just continue what will be a scintillating spring as we head into the summer. And we're going to take a quick pause and come back with the unified welterweight champion of the world, still the undefeated Errol Spence Jr. We are moments away from hearing from the champion. There he is. As we welcome in now the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF welterweight champion of the world. He told me on Wednesday it was going to be man down, and that's exactly what he did. A 10th round stoppage over Yordenis Ugas. I will give him the podium to have his moment. Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the unified welterweight champion of the world.
How's it going? I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, man. I think it was a big event. You know, Dallas really came out and supported me and showed a lot of love. And, you know, I showed my gratitude, like I said, on social media, showing my gratitude by not just telling them, but showing my appreciation by showing them in the ring. And I think that's what I did. Everybody enjoyed the show. They got their money's worth. I put on a great show and a great performance. And I appreciate everybody for watching it on Showtime pay-per-view and spending your hard-earned money and coming to the fight. Appreciate you spending your time and your hard-earned money coming to the fight, too. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, we'll start over here.
Cameron Buford, Los Angeles News Observer, by way of Voice of the Fans. Congratulations, Spence, for doing your work, getting in there and putting them away. At what point, in the 3rd round, exciting 3rd round, did he frustrate you in that 3rd round? In the 6th round, did he piss you off?
It was just, in the 3rd round, I think it was, like even to start the fight, I was getting a little bit, you know, I was kind of off a little bit, you know, I guess the layoff, but I was kind of off a little bit and trying to find my rhythm and my range. So, and I was throwing like looping shots. My shots were coming a little bit hard, and I wasn't setting up my punches or just letting them go like I did in the later rounds. It started being more effective when I started letting them go. But at the first start, I started just throwing hard and trying to you know, put a lot of emphasis in my shots.
Yeah, this is Skip Brown from Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Aki TV. First of all, congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Terence Crawford tweeted, quote, "Congratulations, great fight. Now the real fight happens. No more talk, no more side of the street. Let's go." What's your response to Terence Crawford's comment?
I already said what I said when I was in the ring.
And I've been saying it this whole week, doing pressures and everything. I said, it's man strap season. I got one more belt to get. And, after I get through with Ugas, I'm coming in Terence Crawford. So I already know what time it is.
Errol, Cesar said over here, America TV, decisión dividida por Rico. Hey, we saw this is the second time that we see the same thing happen with the mouthpiece situation, right? Do you have to work on correcting the situation with the mouthpiece? The same thing happened in the Garcia fight. You lost the mouthpiece and you went looking for it too. It's keep happening.
Hey, you on point. You right. I gotta get a new mouthpiece. My mouthpiece been messed up. I gotta get a new mouthpiece. It's not molded to my mouth at all. So it's just flopping everywhere. So I gotta bite down real hard for it to stay in my mouth. So that's my fault. That's a rookie mistake for me. And that was a rookie mistake for me too. Like looking off and looking for my mouthpiece, and then I get punched like 3 times. So that was my fault too. Because you supposed to protect yourself at all times. So hey man.
Do you think if that happened with Crawford, do you think it's gonna be the same outcome?
I don't know what the future holds, but like I said, I'm gonna get a new mouthpiece.
Chance, hi, Errol. You really started right here in front of you. You really started applying pressure right after that situation. And can you talk about the dog, Michael Irvin? I saw him after the fight. He was very fired up. He said, "That's what we do. We break mother." Can you talk about your style and that pressure that you put on to make a fighter break inside of the ring?
I think when the fight first started, I was being kind of impatient. I don't think I had my rhythm in my range, so I was throwing like looping shots, trying to throw hard shots and trying to catch them. But in the later rounds, when I started, setting my shots up and placing my shots and picking my shots and not throwing hard, but just letting them go, I think I was catching them a lot and breaking them down and I felt him breaking down because he wasn't throwing like he usually does. So I was like, okay, I got him now. And then I just kept punching. I thought the ref was gonna stop it a lot earlier, but he just let it keep going.
Keith Heidick from BoxingScene.com. Congratulations, Errol.
Thank you.
Now that you've both made it crystal clear that you want this fight next, how difficult do you expect the negotiations to be, and what do you think would be fair for both of you?
I'm not gonna talk about what's gonna be fair for both of us. That's for the guys in suits to go over all the analytics and stuff like that, and see what we both bring to the table, and then sort it out like that. So he got his people that take care of his business. I got my people. They'll meet up, and it'll make sense.
Errol, straight down. Danny Alvarez here. First and foremost, congratulations on the victory. There's been a lot of questions regarding the eye, and obviously now you got in there, you showed, people were saying it hasn't been man down in a while, you showed. How do you feel now stepping out of the ring, getting a TKO here in front of your home crowd, and obviously first fight back since the touch right now?
I feel good. There was a lot of questions that y'all had, not myself, because I've been in the gym, I've been sparring, so I didn't have any questions. Y'all had all the questions and the doubt, and saying he wasn't this or he not the same fighter, or it's only natural. All the experts, it's only natural that when you have an eye surgery, you're gonna be tentative in the ring and all the other bull crap. And then that, like as you seen, like it was no tentativeness or anything like that. Like I was fighting. I was fighting to get a knockout. So I felt good.
Hey, Errol, James Bell here at the Boxing Source. Now, in key fights, it's all about adjustments that, change the momentum of the fight. In the third and the fourth round, you pretty much started to land that left uppercut, and that was pretty much where Ugas didn't have an answer for it. So, kind of going through those adjustments as far as, keeping consistent with the jab, but also incorporating the left uppercut where, he just didn't have an answer for that.
It's just about making adjustments, like you said. I think that's, that is my style. Like I make adjustments on the fly. And when something's not going right, you know, that's what I do, and I try to look for different things. So, like I was throwing the left, it wasn't working, so I was jabbing, setting it up, and then throwing the right hook, it was working. Then I was throwing my short shots underneath, and then coming over the top, and that was working. So, you know, I was just trying different things, and, you know, and the things that was working, I started using more and more and more as the fight started going, and I started settling in.
Errol, congrats, champ. Steven Cureño, KO Art of Sports. Your body attack was vicious tonight, man. And do you feel that helped open up the shots to the eye? And with the eye closing, did you see it closing, obviously, and maybe kind of start going for it more, thinking maybe the stoppage would come from that?
I did see it closing, but, you know, I was just targeting, you know, what was open and just trying to punch through his guard. But I know a lot of times he just sit and brace himself and, you know, try to take the shots. So I was just punching through the guard.
Okay, we have time for one last question.
Thank you. Valencia King with Real Talk Sports right here. Oh, congratulations again. My question is, you came out to none other than Southside the Realest. It's the Big T-U-C-K. What was that moment like for you? Because the city of Dallas was on 10.
Yeah, that's what, you know, I aim to do, especially fighting in Dallas. You know, I want to bring homegrown, you know, people that's from the city. And, you know, I think it was a great moment for the city of Dallas, because to me, that's the biggest song that ever came out of Dallas. And, you know, everybody know that song, you know, so word for word. So I feel like it was a great moment, you know, a historic moment. And, you know, I'm going to keep putting on great shows and great performances. And, you know, if I can, you know, I'm going to come out too. You know, this is probably this is my third rapper from Dallas that I came out with. So, you know, I'm always trying to, you know, show love, you know, back to my city, especially, you know, somebody has a great song. You know, I want to get them as much exposure as I can.
All right, Errol, congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the time off, my friend. Let's give a round of applause to Errol Spence Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the unified welterweight champion of the world. An incredible performance. Also, Derek James, his esteemed trainer, his entire team, as Errol Spence, just the third guy, the first guy to main event 3 times here at AT&T Stadium. Thank you to the media. Thank you, Dallas, for being unbelievable. Have a great one, everybody, and congratulations once again, Errol Spence Jr., the unified welterweight champion of the world.
I've been in the win bowl. I mean, I just enjoying the loss.
Errol, would you like to do Crawford here?
Errol, congratulations, man.
See you, Chris.
Maybe, man.
Speed.
Fight down. You're with us, bro. Appreciate your support, bro.
Beautiful. See you, Andrew.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Yep.
Thank you, Andrew.
Take care, Martin. See you, man.
Good, man.
Excuse me. Huh? Hey, thank you.
Excuse me.
You did say that wasn't going to go both twice. What made you kind of say that, though?
I just knew I saw him in the gym working with bigger guys. I saw him in the gym breaking guys down in the gym. And these are great fighters, really fast fighters, really athletic fighters, really skilled fighters. But he was on it, man. I mean, he was on it.
Now, if we could be honest, were there any part of you that was nervous when in the 4th round, I believe when it happened, or the 6th round when Spence's mouthpiece got knocked out and he got clipped a few times? Like, did any part
Well,
of
he got hit. Well, listen, he got hit on the break. The referee said break. And so what happened, he said to me, I was relaxing and I got hit. Then he came back the next round and said, but the referee said break. Yo, what's up? Pierre, he with Errol. They're back in the locker room, yeah. So he said to me, hey man, he hit me on the break. And I was like, okay.
Derek, you know, we've all analyzed this fight so much. Errol's the strong, natural welterweight. Terence, the counter puncher.
Right.
How's this fight gonna play out if we get it next? How do you see it going down?
I'm not gonna talk about it because it's here now. It's here now. So it's nothing to be whatever. they've been talking about it, so it's ready to go.
Coach, is it going to be the most difficult game plan you've had to draw up for your fighter?
I'm not going to talk about that either. But I'll say, wait.
Coach, a lot of people put it at stake about Errol not stopping Mikey, not stopping
Right.
Porter,
Right.
but he stopped a real tough Cuban and Ugas tonight.
Right.
What do you think about that, and where do you rate his performance at this
I
grade?
think that in those fights, I mean, he struggled a little bit to make the weight. He brought in the dietitian. And I think that was the key, kind of like to his physicality, him being able to be strong in camp, strong in the fight. Because even after he weighed in yesterday, he still had to drink some stuff and do some stuff and say on some stuff. And that's really what it was, yeah.
Do you feel it was the best version of Errol you've seen?
Nah, man. I told him in the corner, I said, we got to work on some stuff, man, I think that. But it was all about at the beginning of the fight. And I was trying to load up on it. I was like, no, don't load up, man. Just shoot everything. And what happened, the guy was moving his head. Shoot everything here. Just shoot the left hook, not to the head, but to the shoulder. If you shoot to the shoulder, if I dip, I'm still going to catch the top of his head. So I said, listen, shoot to the shoulder, shoot everything to the body. Shoot me to the chest, keep shooting.
So how would you grade his performance tonight?
I don't know. Because I could barely see. Somebody was in front of me, so I could barely really see. I think that he was very vicious to the body. I think that his defense was good. You saw like he moved his head, and he did what I wanted him to do, man. I mean, he broke him down all the way he couldn't really even throw many punches back. Because at first he had a little something on the punches, but I think that after he started hitting him a little bit more, he broke him down all the way.
What do you think it ranks
better
in his performance? Like third best performance, second best performance of his career?
I don't know, man. I think that coming off with a layoff, it hurt him a little bit, but he showed the dog. Because even when he got hit with a good shot, he was a little hurt. I was like, oh God, you looking at. But then you realize what really happened. He hit him on the break, which that's a foul, but I don't care about that. But I think he did good, man. He recovered back.
Coach, how much better can you be? How much better do you feel Errol can get?
Man, listen, man. Just watch the Terence Crawford fight.
Just wait and see. We just gotta wait now.
I don't think we'll be able to take all that about.
Derek.
Wait.
Hey, Derek, congrats on the fight. Hey, EJ started off with the jab and going to the body like he always does, and then from the fourth round on, he completely was inside of Ugas. Was that the plan all along?
Well, it was like, we're going to fight him on the inside, we're going to fight him on the outside. It was like, fight him on the outside to take this extent, but once you see you getting on the inside, there's nothing you can do about it, keep going back in there. He had no inside fights.
Did you expect him to stand there, though? He didn't
run.
Well,
wait, here's the thing about it. He couldn't move. Those body shots, he couldn't move. I mean, he kept turning, but he really couldn't. He couldn't bounce away. Even when he got hurt, he kind of, he couldn't really move. So that's the thing about it. Yeah.
Derek, you just brought up the long layoff as part of the issue. It was 14 months after the car accident and about a year and a half now since the attached retina. Obviously, you being in the gym with him, did you kind of know it was gonna go this way, or you knew for sure that Errol was good, or was it his performance kind of solidifying like what you guys saw in the gym?
I knew that. I was hoping that the performance would be good. I know Ugas is very sneaky, very cunning. He'll try to sneak and get you in, let you kind of get you relaxed, and then he'll shoot a big shot, right? But I think that Errol stayed very focused, man. He stayed on it. And a couple times I think that he kind of got a little lax because I think it was getting so easy. I always say when it gets easy, that's when you got to focus the most, because that's when you get hit with a shot. So him pulling back on the break was part of that. They always say protect yourself at all times. So he didn't do that, and he got caught with a shot, but he was able to recover and go get him.
So ideally to you, when would you like to see Errol in the ring against Terence?
Oh, it's coming up.
It's
coming up, bro. This thing already been, what's up?
Coach, how you feel?
You're extremely soft-spoken, but I remember I seen in an interview where people kept talking about Terence, and you got really pissed off.
I didn't. It was that I got pissed off. Just like, because he did what he said he was going to do. Everybody wants what they want on their own time, but they don't do that. Their own life is not like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is his life. He chose to say, what did he say? Somebody can tell what he said. I'm going to clean up everybody on this side of the street, and then I'm going to come get you. That's what he said. So did he do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is everybody talking about? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody, Terence said, he said he did what he said he was going to do. So it wasn't that I was pissed off. It's just like, listen, man, you just got to be like, He said he did exactly. He's a man of his word. He did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Derek, with the nutritionist, now you said he's a lot. Is it all aspects of his game are better now with the nutritionist?
No, I just think that his physicality, he's able to be more physical, he's able to be more stronger, a lot stronger. He's able to use his body more to the shots he shoots his body, and he was digging deep. And that made the difference. I think that Ugas' offense was like, he took it away from him.
Derek, who's the better puncher when it goes down? Crawford got 10 knockouts in a row, but Spence looks like the heavy-handed, natural.
10 knockouts in a row against who?
Some solid guys along the way. Shawn Porter.
To be fair,
oh man, Shawn Porter's daddy said I was going to stop the fight before the fight. Didn't he say that?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean?
I think
No. What that meant was he was showing Shawn he's still the boss. There was a power struggle going on in the ring. And what did Shawn do when his dad did stop the fight? What did he do? He retired and didn't tell him. Asked him when the last time he talked to his dad. The night they was in the corner. He had not spoken to him anymore.
So Derek.
So there was a power struggle going on. The father wanted to prove him that he still was the boss.
So that's not Coach James. You got 3 belts with Errol. You got 3 belts with Jermel.
Yeah.
That's 6 belts for you.
Right.
How does that feel, and where do you go from there? You look to get 8?
Hey man, we want to get 8 by the end of the year. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think about that part of it. I just want these guys to keep winning, keep looking better, keep being better, because it's kind of difficult to. I just want them to keep doing it.
But as someone who has been left off a Trainer of the Year list, I've seen him and ignored for Trainer of the Year list to have 6 belts. How do you feel? Like, isn't that a statement in the game of boxing?
Somebody said it's messed up that he doesn't get it, but he said that you can't take that to the bank.
Derek, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off Shawn's statement when he said Crawford has 10 knockouts in a row, and then you said again too. So are you kind of saying that Crawford?
I'm just saying he hadn't faced the same competition, same level of competition.
But are you kind of also saying that Crawford's power is a little bit overstated?
I mean, I don't know. I never seen him fight like 2 or 3 times. I don't watch a lot of boxing. I do not watch boxing, but I'll start watching him when we start training for the fight. Right when they come, they send a date. I'm gonna start watching. I'm not gonna watch it now.
Just got done with the huge fight 4 weeks from today. Another huge one in California this time. The rematch with Castaño for Undisputed. Just your thoughts on heading into the rematch.
Yeah, this is gonna be round 13. We're starting off round 13, just like the last 4. He's going round 13, jumping back on it.
Does it excite you, the idea to know Jermel, you know his next fight is for Undisputed, and Errol, we're hoping his next fight's for Undisputed. Does that excite you to know?
We're going to get that. But no, I don't think about it, man, because you think about those trinkets, you can't focus on the situation.
Well, you don't have a situation right now.
No, I'm saying you can't focus on the fights. The fighters and them getting better, because I'm thinking about the prize, and I'm missing steps in between that because I'm putting one thing before the other. I live every day step by step, and I have to focus on something every day to perfect it so what we can get what we need from Brian Castaño.
I got to ask your thought. Recently, Jamal Charlo was on the Mike Tyson podcast, and Mike said that he would love to see Errol move up to 54 to fight Mel. He's like, yo, if they really friends, let's get some bread together. Obviously you train both fighters, you wouldn't be able to train both of them in that fight, but just your idea on Mike's comments, and do you think that's true? Like,
I didn't see it, but I'm not thinking about it. People talking about it, but I'm not thinking about it. I don't want it. It'll be a big deal, but I don't want it. I think that they'll talk about whatever. And it's like this. Jamel can be the welterweight champ of the world or whatever, undisputed. That doesn't mean, Errol is at a point, telling people out there, I don't think it was about him fighting for a title that brought him here. I think he would be able to sell anyway.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing about it.
Guys, don't leave. Don't leave, it's coming right back.
My fault, my shit was in your hand.
No. No, you.
Cool.
I gotta leave my phone out.
Shit. What's going on, Big Tom? How you feeling, man?
Shit, I think I left my phone. Thank you.
What's up with it, bro?
Sam side.
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Just that. Do you feel that this is the best victory as far as you being his head coach, going overseas, winning the IBF, defeating Shawn Porter, getting that WBC title, now defeating Ugas for the WBA? How satisfying is it for you as a coach? And is it? Would you say it's your like? Are you impressed most by this victory than any of the other ones?
You know, funny that like with the boxing thing is like it's not so satisfying. I think that I'm just happy we got what we came out to get. So really, I'm more relieved than anything. I feel accomplished. But at the same time, I don't think about the other aspect of it. I just think that you want the guy to do great, you want the guy to do better. And he did well. I mean, and I just, because it doesn't matter, like if I won trainer of the year, my guys look horrible. They look subpar. You know what I mean? Look, because the guy who they gave trainer of the year to, the year I was supposed to get it, the last time, the guy from Ring Magazine told me that Teofimo's win was more significant than mine. Mine too. Bringing Errol back from the car accident, and Jamel, they had 4 fights that year. But he said that one win was better than my fight. So what happened? His next fight he lost. Then the guy that beat him lost. So it's like, you know, that's the game, man. You know, you can't. My life is all about being consistent. It ain't about, you know, you get a flash. No, I want to be consistent.
Derek, is Charlo the guy who can make all the adjustments and not Castaño? Like Castaño can only fight.
I think Castaño's a good fighter, man. He's a great fighter. I think that, you know, but Jamel has to go out there and be the best version of himself. He cannot come out there and relax and do whatever. He got to be out there and do his thing.
Derek, I gotta ask you, you being involved with the 2 upcoming undisputed fights. We saw Canelo undisputed last year, along with Josh Taylor, and now not just the 2 fights you're involved in, but Devin Haney, he's fighting for undisputed as well. Do you think that this is what the sport needed to see? You know, we heard Deontay Wilder preach all the time, one face, one name for each division. Do you think that it's helped the sport of boxing?
I think that it probably, it'll help it, but I think it'll limit so many other fights because these guys who are number 1 got to wait till this guy fights. Because every year you got to fight a mandatory, and you got to fight. You get 1 fight to fight, right? So that's by the time that WBA champ or whatever get his shot, that's 4 years. So it's like it's kind of difficult at the same time because those guys, like say you can be number 1 in WBC, that doesn't mean you're gonna get the mandatory to fight because he gets to fight a mandatory, then he gets to fight a voluntary challenge.
But we typically see them vacate, right? I mean, Canelo hasn't yet, but, you know, Terence Crawford, when he undisputed, he moved up. Josh Taylor, he had 1 fight, and now he's moving up.
He lost.
Who's that?
No,
Josh Taylor? He had a close fight against Jack Catterall.
I didn't see the fight, but I heard he lost.
Derek, where do you rank this victory in your career with Spence overall?
I don't know, man. I'm not.
That's the same thing yet, right?
My thinking is like blank. It's like blank, you know. I'm just happy to get done with it. I mean, like really, I feel like a sense of relief. So it's like it's very difficult to even think about that. I just feel like accomplished. I did what I set out to do. It's not so much about me, but I was able to do what I told them I could do for them.
Derek, the game plan going into Ugas, did Earl execute it exactly how
you know what? He came out and he did well. I mean, we knew he was ever going to try to time him, and we knew that. But it was like Ugas really. I think he really realized how difficult it was to time him. But I think that at the same time he threw a double jab and shot us and threw a 3-4 jab, and shuffle, you know, chop, shovel steps. And Ugas kept stepping back. So you got to step. And that's what the double jab, he was expecting that. Then after that, I said double jab, and then shuffle and shoot the hook because he expected the left hand. So when he started shooting the hook, he kind of started missing him. So I said, I shoot it to the shoulder. Because when he dipped, you're going to catch him. So yeah.
Hey, Derek, do you think the defense of Errol Spence was big in this fight coming up today? Because normally he gets a bad rap for not moving his head, but he did a lot of hand movement and a lot of switching in this fight. What part of the game plan when you guys worked on when you saw Ugas fight that you saw that would be a big part of it?
Man, Ugas is a phenomenal fighter. I mean, listen, and this thing about if you let somebody be great, it's going to be great. That's what it is. When like Ugas, if Errol would have laid back and played, he would have been great. You got to take that. And Ugas is the guy that beat that out of him. This is the guy who escaped 6 times. He got caught 6 times. Mm-hmm. On the 7th time, I mean, he has a hell of a lot of fortitude. How do you break a guy? You got to go out there and break him. break him, like you said, we gotta break him, we gotta break him. That was the whole thing. There's no way you can beat him. You gotta break him.
Were you a little surprised he didn't touch the canvas? It's taking a lot of punishment.
The thing about this. The knockout is a shot. It's over. You may get a little concussed, but to recover from that, he may never fight again. Took too many hard shots. Rib probably broken. Think about it, rib probably broken. We know his face probably broken. His nose, out over the bone. So it's like the knockout is the best thing that could happen to somebody. The whole taking the beating like that, that was round after round after round. I know how hard he punches, man.
He'll never be the same, probably, right, Ugas? After that fight,
yeah, I mean, he won't never be the same.
Were you surprised the doctors didn't stop it the first time they took a look
It was like the referee, like, man, I kept trying to stop the fight. I said, yeah, man, come on, man. It's like, I mean, I know y'all got the Cahipas and the Kahunas or whatever it is, but come on, man, you gotta stop that fight. Cahipas, that's cigar, yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
I had to think about it myself. I had to think about it myself.
Did it feel good to out-coach Salas? He's a great coach.
I mean, yeah, I told him we're going to Cuba together. I'm going to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba.
But what do you make now that the Cuban government have chose to allow professional boxing for those guys? They don't have to defect. They can participate now.
Tax revenue. Tax revenue. Everything in the world about tax revenue.
Derek, take me into your emotions in the 6th round when Earl did get hit. He looked a little Rocco's.
Well, I couldn't really see it. But listen, I really couldn't see it. So I'm going to go back. Then after the referee explained to me and he explained to me what happened, it was kind of like, okay, you realize what happened. You know, he got hit while he was on the break, basically. I mean, so, you know, I was like, man, oh my God, like, how this is going to work? But he recovered, man. And they had to put the mouthpiece in. But he was like, I couldn't put the mouthpiece in right then, so I had to let him, you know, whatever. So when it was low in the action, that's when he put it in.
And in that moment when he comes over to you to clean the mouthpiece, are you cognizant of maybe I gotta like step a little slower on the step or really, something? You know what I mean?
I just
give him a little more time.
A little bit, man. You gotta think about it, you know, because it's the game.
Part of the game.
It's the game, yeah.
Hey, coming into this fight, you know, there's a big crowd, hometown fight. Earl seemed to be a lot more relaxed than any other fight he's ever been in. What do you contribute that to?
I think they're just happy to be here, man. I think that if you think about this, man, when you come out and see what you see or see what we saw, man, that's an emotional moment, man. Think about it, you see all these people out here came to see you fight. Hey, man, that's crazy. I mean, it's like they spent their hard-earned money. I mean, COVID, I'm sure everybody probably got COVID in his memories. I mean, shit, we can't, you know, there's some shit up in there. I mean, everybody, so many people in there, but you're like, man, that's what it is, man.
Why do you think they come out there?
Huh?
What do you think it is about Errol that draws the people?
Because they think they're going to see that what they just saw. That's what they want to see. That thing in particular. The way he fights, the way he breaks them down. He's a fighter. He's not trying to be pretty. You know, he's very technically sound. The jab, he saved with the jab throughout the whole fight. His inside game was amazing. You know, you see fighters, they really don't have a good inside game. They throw a couple shots.
Isn't his style kind of Texas? Like it manifests like just straightforward, no bullshit? Just...
Well, I'm from Texas.
Right.
I'm teaching the style. So, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think that when they have a strong defensive, fight from a strong defensive perspective, you can go forward and backwards. You don't have to do, you don't have to do what somebody wants you to do, because you have defense, you have whatever. That's it.
Can you kind of explain what makes Terence Crawford so great?
I mean, he's a good fighter, man. What Terence Crawford is a phenomenal athlete. Phenomenal athleticism. That's what it is. His athleticism. Athleticism is always fleeting. Remember that. Athleticism is fleeting. And when you get to a certain point, whatever age it is, I don't know what it is, look at the other fighter that loves him to death. He talks about it. You know that guy? What's his name?
Tim Bradley.
Used to be a champ.
Tim Bradley?
No.
Andre Ward?
Undisputed champ. He talks about Errol like he's hard. No. The other one.
Tim Bradley?
Heavier.
He used to be undisputed?
There we go.
Roy Jones.
Oh.
Phenomenal athlete, right? Athleticism left.
But, I mean, that's a fair point, but I think usually when people talk about Crawford, the first thing they mention is IQ, as opposed to...
Hey, man, listen, man, I'm telling you what I see. I mean, listen, athleticism, He's very quick, like a cat. His movement, very quick.
Have you already seen that decreasing?
No, honestly, I think he's been looking great. He's been looking phenomenal. You're not decreasing, man. This shit is popping.
Derek, so does that mean he's got the speed advantage? He's got the edge and speed then? Because what you're talking about?
But listen, but speed is all about timing. Speed is phenomenal.
Time and be speed.
And my man right here, man. My man right here.
Martin. What's going on?
My man, that's right. Frank Martin's right. That's my man. He getting ready to come up.
Yeah, we working.
Frank Martin, you saw Isaac Cruz tonight. What was your assessment as far as his performance at 135 against Yordenis Ugas?
He did what he was supposed to do.
I'm 50 years old. He's 40 years old.
Would you like that fight?
Talk about Spence's performance and just what he did.
Hey man, y'all take Frank along. I'm about to get out of here.
Hey, James. Hey, Frank. Tell us what makes Derek James such a good trainer.
He a teacher, he a teacher. He can, anything that he tell you to do, he can break it down and explain it to you. He won't just tell you what to do and just tell you. It's a lot of trainers who just tell you what to do and can't explain why to do it or when to do it. He can break it down and make you understand it.
How does, in that process, how does he relate to boxers, the different boxers that kind of get him to kind of he gets them to kind of gravitate to him and then follow his lead? What is it about him that does that? Outside of being a teacher, I get what you're saying. How does he get you guys to, how does he stay relatable for you guys to follow on and understand what he's talking about?
Because what he tells us work,
Frank, looking at today and the crowd, the energy, all that, do you see that as motivation to where you eventually want to get it?
Yeah, just keep working, stay down, and that could be you.
Hey Frank,
Stay down.
Yeah, obviously a real great fighter, young fighter also. But Derek has Jamel Charlo, he has Errol Spence, guys that are on the verge of being undisputed. There's got to be at least a little bit of pressure on you, like, damn, I got to live up to that hype.
No. I just gotta do me. I just gotta work hard, stay in the gym, stay active. That's it. You know what I mean? Everything else to speak for itself. No pressure.
What do you think of the fight?
Them around me, keep me motivated. So it ain't really no pressure.
What do you think of a fight with Cruz, Frank? What do you think of a fight with Cruz, Frank?
I think that'd be a good fight.
How would it go?
How all my fights go, majority of them.
Tear him up?
Yeah. It'll be a mix. It'll be a mix-up. He is tough. He a tough fighter. He come forward. He throw a lot of hooks. He a dangerous fighter. So, it'll be a smart fight. I have to fight a smart fight.
You like fighters that come at you? You like fighters that come straight forward at you?
I feel like I fight better. When I'm pressed, I get hit. I feel like I fight better.
We've seen that against Nuno. Obviously you got him out in 4 rounds. You think it would be the similar outcome if you were to fight beside Cruz?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10. If I'm pressed, I feel like I said, I feel like I fight better when I'm pressed.
I know you're smart.
What do you think of one of your former opponents, man, Jerry Perez? Every time he gets a chance, he's like, man, I was robbed. You stopped him. What do you do to fighters like that? Man,
just
put him like
he got something going on with himself. So I just let him. I don't even pay attention to it.
When do you think we'll see you in with top 10 guys? Then you can start pressing for the champions of the division.
I may actually get something by the end of the year. I might have me a title by the end of the year.
And I know you sparred with Tank. Is that a fight you want?
Yeah, we can make that happen. That'll be a fight that I would want. If the opportunity presents itself.
Thanks.
How do you see that fight playing out between you and Tank?
It'll be a good fight. Style-wise, we both got good styles. He got speed, he got power, athletic, and I got the same thing. So.
Yeah, but to be fair, when he just asked you about the Cruz fight, you said, hey, you're pretty much gonna tear him up. You think you'll be able to tear up Tank as well?
I feel like they got different styles. I feel like I'm gonna tear anybody up I get in there with. Like E. How he did Ugas. He's a dog. I feel like I'm a dog. So whoever it is, I feel like I tear him up.
How do you think Rolly's gonna do with Tank?
Man, see, look, it's like this. It's like this. Tank can go in if he box and just, pop shot, be smooth, he make it easy. If he can go in and try to bang, I feel like he make it a 50-50 fight. So.
Did you ever spar with Rolly? I know
I sparred Rolly before. Yeah.
Were you impressed, Frank? Were you impressed when you were
cool.
Talk about that sparring with Tank. What did you learn about yourself in that sparring?
I'm a dog. It was sparring though, but so you can't really, with sparring, you get good work or whatever, but just in all honesty, I am a dog. But it was just sparring. It just let me know where I'm at. I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know, I'm on the same level as those guys.
Do you, outside of yourself, obviously, who do you view as the top guys in your division right now?
In my division?
Yeah.
I guess all the ones they got at the top.
Well, but in your opinion, just one guy, because I know that's the guy you're going to be aiming for eventually. So who's that guy?
In my division right now, the top guy, Kambosos.
Does he beat Haney?
He the one who got the belts. Kambosos.
Do you think he beats Haney?
I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. You know, I feel like it's, you know, Haney going out and he doing something major, going out to his, you know, his country or whatever, and taking that fight. He gotta do his thing.
Like style, it looks like Kambosos a little faster than we thought, but Devin's long and, you know, like X's and O's. Any preview that you think of? Or?
No. Dev just go out and just box, you know, just box.
I mean,
but can he do that in Australia? Like, gotta be a little more aggressive.
That's the thing, you know. It's like he going over there. It's kind of like 9 out of 10, you want to get a stoppage. You know, you go to another country, you want to get a stoppage.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. No problem, yo.
Thanks, man.
Oh, that shit was shitty earlier.
All right, everybody, that will do it for Fight Hype Live tonight. I do have some interviews I got to get your way with Buster Douglas, James Toney, Riddick Bowe, and Hasim the Rock Rockman. I got to get those up ASAP, so that's going to be it for the live. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much. Much love, Fight Hype fam.